What's up, everybody? Welcome to another classic race watch along. Hope y'all are enjoying the music as we get ready here. Got "In the Shadows" by Ethan Maxwell playing. I love this song. Got it from the GOAT, Jeff Fabiano, his live streams. He used to use it forever. Don't think he uses it much anymore, but I'm still rocking it. We got classic race watch along. Me and Claudia and I, the 2011 Ford 400. Got me and Claudia coming at you guys tonight. And, yeah, we're getting ready to start the race up here. Hope y'all are having fun. How about the Hack getting the win yesterday? More wins than your guy this season, guaranteed. But her guy could still be a champion this year again.
He's still rubbing it in.
She's the Mickey fan. I'm the Hack fan. We're ready to go. But, hey, we're going to be reliving what is possibly one of the best championship races, in my opinion. But she only knows who the champion was this year. Mm-hmm. She doesn't know anything about this race. So
no, I don't even know who's in the championship for, so we'll have to...
What championship for? That wasn't a thing back then.
You didn't hear that.
No.
Well, who's in contention for the championship? We'll say it that way.
Who's in contention for the championship is Carl Edwards and Tony Stewart.
Okay, so it's just between them.
Going into this playoff run, Tony Stewart hadn't gotten any wins until the chase for the Sprint Cup started.
Okay.
And Carl Edwards hadn't got many wins, but he had been solid. He'd been kind of running mostly in the top 5 all year long. So kind of like a Denny Hamlin type year like this year was. Mm-hmm. So let's get into it. 2011 Ford 400. And if this is too loud, tell me, and I can adjust the audio on OBS. But we're getting ready to get it started with the Ford 400. People are like, man, Phoenix looks different. And also, and speaking of sports and stuff, yeah, a lot of you guys know that me and her are Titans fans. Sad day for us. Derrick Henry out for the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. Well, at least regular season. The regular season. He'll be in for the playoffs, it looks like, but we got to make it there. So we went and got Adrian Peterson. He's nowhere near the guy he used to be, but hopefully he's good. No tires, just gas. Said, wait a minute, if Bowman won Martinsville's gone. Yeah. No, Martinsville's not gone. They're just getting rid of the hot dog stand.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be even worse than losing a date, I think. Chat, would you rather lose a Martinsville date or lose the hot dog stand? Tell me now.
What I love about the hot dogs, I mean, of course, I love hot dogs, so they're good to begin with. But the fact that they're $2 a piece,
which is cheap for stadium food.
Yeah, like you go to any kind of like sporting event, professional sporting event, or even college for that fact, for just a generic hot dog, you're spending like $4 or $5.
Yeah. Someone said turn it up just a little bit more, so I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Oh, we got a problem already.
I was gonna say.
Oh, watch out!
It's a little slow.
Dang, Burton about hit him.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gosh. I know we probably watched the race from this period before, but is it weird seeing that car as a Dodge?
No, I didn't really pay attention, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see the manufacturer on the car.
Oh, get out of the way, truck. Oh!
Wow.
Did y'all see what I think I just saw?
I saw that.
I didn't know that. Kurt Busch was flipping that guy off in that truck. Oh, my gosh.
Well, honestly, I'm still getting used to... Okay, who's in the car at what time? I was thinking I was watching Joey. I didn't know it was Kurt.
Kurt Busch 2011 was not a good Kurt Busch, but I did not know he flipped off that guy in that truck. Yeah, Junior fast. Come on. Move over, Slowpoke Johnson.
I don't like that paint scheme.
Which one?
Jimmy's.
Oh, I like that one.
It's too boring. There's no... It's just mainly white with the blue.
Well, if you think that's boring, you'd have hated the next year's paint scheme.
Why?
It was that one where it was like all blue and just had 2 stripes going down the top of it.
Oh no, I think I've seen that one before. I think I'd like
That was more boring than that one. I like that paint scheme. Who all we got in the chat? Hey, Cody Douglas. He says he's a Dolphins fan, and RT is doing great for you guys. Oh yeah, Ryan Tannehill. He is doing great. He worked that better in our system. Brian Rock Rail fan says, hi, DannyBTalks. Hi, everyone. Hey, how's it going?
One of the great stories of the season on the move in that 2-car. Brian Keselowski.
Someone said young Kurt made Kyle Busch look like a saint.
That's funny.
That is true.
Who probably has run as well as anybody at every chase race. Certainly doesn't have the finishes to show it.
So, Claudia, we're at the championship week. We've got 4 guys who can win this weekend. Who do you think will win?
Is that even a question?
Okay. No. Are you really thinking Chase will win, or do you think someone else will win?
With how good of a season Larson's had, I'd almost say him. But who do I want to win? Of course, Chase. Can he win? Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, honestly, anybody has a fair shot.
Well, she'll be rooting for Chase. And this is going to sound weird as an Alex Bowman fan.
I know what you're about to say.
I'm actually rooting for Denny Hamlin to win this weekend. Yes, he hasn't got as many wins as Larson, but he has been there all year long. Like, he's been running in the top 5 every single race. So, I don't know. I think at this point in his career, he should have won one already.
I can't believe back in 2019 for the championship, I actually was rooting for him to win the championship because I'm like, I just feel like it's his year. And then we went on a stretch and we watched him win so many races in a row.
We have seen him win a lot in person.
And so then I was like, oh gosh, I don't ever want to see Hamlin win again. In person, I'll say it that way.
Yeah. It's funny, we've seen like so many other people win. All my friends on the podcast have now seen Bowman win at least once, some of them twice now. Like Darian's seen him win twice, I know. He saw him win Martinsville, I saw him win Auto Club. I think he was there for that one. Eric was there for Auto Club. Jarrett was there this weekend, and Jarrett was kind of sort of there at Chicagoland. Meanwhile, the closest I've come to seeing him win is getting 3rd place at Atlanta.
Yeah.
Or 4th, whatever he finished. I thought he was going to win Dirt Bristol, but he had that problem where he lost 4th gear. Here's Kurt Busch having problems. Oh. Shoot.
Yeah,
dang, you could hear that brake. He's like, what the heck happened? Oh, it's raining. Get your rain jacket out. It's raining.
Well, no.
With 8 live camera views. That live camera view tells you why we're under caution. Rain at the Homestead Miami Speedway. The leaders are on pit road.
They're getting rain tires.
Into the race.
Stop.
No, they didn't have that.
I know they didn't.
Most everybody's in. Vince?
Tony Stewart is in. He says it's a little tight in the center on both ends.
Hey, Spencer 5478. Hey, Blue Jimmy 48 fan. How's it going?
And the same for the 99, going to be 2 tires down.
Where did Kurt go in 2012? He went to James Finch's team, Phoenix Racing.
What number was that?
The 51. And most of the year, he didn't have a sponsor.
Was that when he had the me car?
Yes. Yes, that was the year of the me car.
Funny he went from a pretty notable team to like low team.
That's what happened. He got to the point where he just made everyone on his team mad, and no good team wanted to have him anymore. And it's funny, at this point, he was, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years removed from being a champion. So he wasn't that far off of it. He just won a championship. Then it's like, okay, no one wants to be with you. Mm-hmm. And now he's going to be on his...
Always zooming into these.
That's Michelle Obama, ain't it?
I wasn't listening.
Yes, it is. Oh, and the current... what's the term for the president's wife? What is that called?
First lady?
First lady. So, former first lady and current first lady.
Tell us about the Joining Forces initiative that brought you here to Homestead Miami Speedway today.
I didn't mean for this to get political, but now it's political, I guess.
Our troops and their families, we're trying to rally.
I don't know. You can't really get political with the president's wives. They don't really have much to do with that kind of stuff, I guess.
The men and women in uniform. We want to make sure that these families know that America has their back. So we've been working with the business community, with a number of sports leagues, with individuals.
I'll be honest, there's a lot I don't remember about this race. I don't remember Kurt Busch flipping off that truck. I don't remember the First Lady being there.
Well, you probably haven't watched this race in, 10 years?
I probably just watched it live one time, and that was it.
Yeah.
For all the work that they've done, not just today, but every day. So we're very excited to be here.
Very good. Dr. Biden, I know your stepson Bo was deployed a few years back to Iraq. You kind of understand what these families are going through. What message do you typically bring to them?
Well, our son Bo was deployed for a year.
Guys, I'm going to move on because I don't really want to do the political stuff. Let's just get past this rain delay a little bit. Here, maybe.
Working on the front of their car. Stewart has hit something and it has put a big hole in the front of the grill, although Tony indicated he did not recall.
It's crazy all the contingencies on there.
I know. It looks so good.
But there's a
Oh,
hole
yeah.
about twice the size of a man's fist there in the front. So they're replacing the fencing part of the grill, which they also have to double check and make sure there's no debris inside the grill area as well.
Dang, I got that wide open.
Replacement area, the area that they're going to replace, and now the fenced the grill area that's being used to substitute and replace. They've also got to make sure that they get the tape on the new grill just as the previous tape was addressed, so they make sure that aerodynamically they have the same handling car as well. So certainly
We got Eric watching. Said Brian France is lurking in the background with the First Lady. I didn't even notice that, Eric. Good eye.
Now I want to go back.
I want to go back, but I also don't want to go to the politics stuff because the chat was getting kind of weird there.
No, I'm sure. I couldn't see it.
But hey, Eric, good to see you, bud. Yeah, Eric, in case you didn't notice, we chose tonight instead of tomorrow night because we didn't want to get in the way of your Astros World Series. Scott Nichols says that his pick to win a championship at Phoenix is Kyle Larson. Daniel Shell asked what format was the championship decided on in this year. 2011, it was decided by they reset the field with 10 races to go, and then it was the best over that period would be the champion. So in this case, coming into it, it was a very, very tight championship race between Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards.
So how many drivers would be in the chase?
12.
Okay, so
There'd be 12 in the chase, but essentially at this point, it would get down to like going into Homestead 2010. There was only 3 people who could possibly win: Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, and Denny Hamlin. And this one, it was really down to 2 people.
So the 14 team providing some.
Eric said it's very thoughtful of y'all.
You're welcome. He did not remember.
At first, we were going to plan this for tomorrow night, but then she was like, "Wait a minute, World Series." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Seeing Carl Edwards in the Affleck car, that's a sponsor that I miss seeing in NASCAR because their cars looked really good. Hi, here's an ad, guys. Sorry, this is on NASCAR's channel. I forgot, so we get ads a lot. So sorry about that. Please don't make us stick around. Let me skip.
Yeah, we can skip
okay.
it. I saw it was 30 seconds.
We're hiding a little skip thing, but we're skipping this. Sorry, GMC.
I was going to say, usually on 30-second ads you can skip them, but if they're like 10 seconds or less, it'll just...
It's like that's where it's a little bit annoying, so... But, hey,
when you can't skip it.
Yeah, but gotta pay the bills. Dang. I didn't realize how far Tony was back there.
I need to clean that lens off.
Yeah.
That's Ryan Newman, 3 deep on the bottom, turn 1.
See, I don't know if I like this playoff format.
Yeah.
Because, so, say, let's, like, fast forward, like, 200 laps.
Uh-huh.
And this is, Tony Stewart's minus 41. You're like, well, Carl Edwards is champion. You turn off the TV,
Yeah.
Think, unless just something catastrophic happens. You know, so I feel like, you know, I wouldn't want to tune into the championship because I'm like, I already know I'm going to turn off, you know, I don't know. I guess that's when, like, the casual fan of me wants to just not tune in. Because I'm like, it don't matter. Versus, like, you know, next week it's going to be, oh, who's going to win? It's going to be between 4 people.
Yeah.
They all have equal shots, you know.
I kind of forgot how good Dale Jr. was running this race. He's running 3rd in it right now. And there's Martin Truex in 2nd. See Matt Kenseth in the Crown Royal car.
Personal endorsement there. So it's Edwards and Truex, 1 and 2. Earnhardt Jr. 3rd, Newman 4th, and that's 39.
Kind of funny looking at this field at who all's still in there, who all's not. Go through the running order. I'll say if they're still in. Edwards no longer.
Well, you don't have to say that. You can just say the people that are, because it's fine.
Okay, Truex is still in. Newman's still racing, but might be retiring. Kenseth ain't made up his mind, I guess. I don't know. Kane should be racing, but sadly he's not. Harvick's still racing.
What's that, 2?
2. Keselowski's still racing. Dang, this whole field's gone. Hamlin's still there. Kyle Busch is still there. Allmendinger, kind of, sort of.
I'll just count Cup.
Landon, kind of, sort of.
Waiting and waiting. That's what I said, to say he was there, not like verbally. So, okay. Oh, Mir's not there.
Hey, Logano, he's still there.
Okay, 6.
That's Dave Blaney.
Junior settling 3rd. Behind him for 4th now, Jimmy Johnson, 48. Trying to move around Ryan Newman in 39. Just mention while Jeff Gordon was in the picture.
Yaley, kinda, sorta. McDowell is still there. And Kurt Busch is still there. So, like, only 8 people from this race are still racing.
10 years later.
That is nuts. Do you know if one of the Truck Series races got pulled away? If you're talking about Martinsville, yeah, I don't think they have their fall date at Martinsville next year, actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that one got pulled.
Thanks, Bowman.
You had to get rid of something.
I'm just kidding. They announced that before.
Pocono lost a date. Richmond lost a playoff race. Martinsville loses a truck race. And
so in a way, he does have an effect on it.
Dover had already lost their date to Nashville, so yeah. Bowman, he's got to do something to your tracks. Oh yeah, someone said Army car is lit. I do agree. Newman's Army car looks really good.
I was just looking at that.
That's something I miss is like, well, we see Air Force, but that's about it.
You don't see Army?
No, you don't see Army, you don't see National Guard anymore, like on Dale Jr.'s. No, the Army cars looked good. I wouldn't mind seeing them make a comeback in NASCAR. Affleck, though, especially. I would love to see them come back. They had a good-looking paint scheme. You can't be sleepy.
I know. There's plenty of this race to go.
Then they added the progressive banking. And it's a fascinating place to watch a race now.
And that's how you make a pass. That's an experienced driver right there. Jeff Gordon, who followed Ryan Newman into the corner that time. Probably made Ryan a little bit loose, turned his car down below him and beat him down the straightaway. And he didn't go way down to the bottom. He stayed right up there next to Ryan. And kind of a little bit of that aerodynamic advantage that he had away.
Carl Edwards leading.
Someone said, better hope Bowman never wins the Daytona 500. Adam Jasowski says, "How's it going, Danny B?" I'm doing pretty good, Adam. How are you?
He's having to work hard to make it all happen.
Someone wants to see Old Spice and Office Depot cars come back. That would be cool to see them come back. But Office Depot, I don't know if they can afford it, because I don't, like, when do you think about going into Office Depot? We have one here in our town, but we just never...
Oh, yeah, we do. I was like, no, we don't. We have Staples, but that, yes,
yeah, no, we have Office Depot, but we never have any reason to go there.
Yeah. I would go to, like, a store like that when I was in school.
Yeah.
Like when they had, like, the back-to-school sales, tax-free weekend, so you get your folders and Sharpies and highlighters, and that's, like, the only time I would ever go. I mean, now, for home, you know, everything I need, I'll just go to Walmart or wherever.
Yeah. Alright, so Tony's moving his way up for the field. He's 23rd, and now he's minus 30 to Carl Edwards. Move out of the way.
Very full.
Oh gosh, yes it is. What'd you think about Homestead when we went there? What would you think about the race experience?
It was different. I don't know, I guess.
It was cool getting to see it from the infield, I'd say.
That was neat.
And seeing, like, because we were there pretty much right outside of Kyle Busch's pit box, and we saw Samantha and Brexton getting happy. Which it was weird. Brexton kind of got passed up with like 5 to go or something like that.
No, I want to say it was like the last lap or something. It was like right at the last second.
It's like he was being watched by a babysitter or something.
I was going to say that track's in the middle of nowhere, but that's almost like a fair statement for almost all the tracks.
Yeah. All the good ones are out in the middle of nowhere, honestly.
Yeah, like... I was gonna say Bristol, but Bristol's not really on the middle of nowhere because like
it's more in it's a bunch of like neighborhoods around it.
Yeah, and then the Pinnacle shopping area is not that far away.
Not that far away.
But like Michigan, I was shocked of how
that is in the middle of nowhere.
It was like
Talladega's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, there was like a long stretch of like nothing, like houses spread out very far apart. So and even Miami was like that too. There was like a lot of stretch of nothing now. But
Golden Corral car wrecked.
But yeah, I think Miami was nice, but I don't know that I'd be itching to go back there unless it was a championship race. Like,
it helps that they got a playoff date again, but I'd probably only want to go back for a championship race.
I think just because from us it's like so far away.
Like if they suddenly said, "Hey, we're going to bring it back to Miami," I'd be tempted to go for the nostalgia of it being back as a championship race.
Yeah. But I like that they switched it to Phoenix. I just wish that they would do something like the Super Bowl and like rotate it around different places.
Okay, would you want to see Martinsville hosted after last week?
Yes, absolutely. Bristol, absolutely. And you can't say it's too cold because, I mean...
No,
literally,
there's
Martinsville
no
was like the week before the championship.
And it was pretty chilly.
Yeah. Here in Tennessee, I mean, it's not...
It's about 50, 60 degrees.
Yeah,
it'd be a good excuse to wear those big NASCAR jackets.
Yeah. I have one, but I've never got to wear it.
But it's always blazing hot when we get to go to races.
Okay, I've never got to wear it at a race. I have got to wear it outside of attending a race, but I think a time would have been nice to have it was 2017 Martinsville.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cold that race, but I didn't have it until 2018. But I will probably get to wear it when NASCAR comes here for the Champions Week, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you should be able to.
Yes. You're not paying attention.
I was reading chat and also trying to listen. Sorry, guys.
Which now, since it's November, should be, what, the end of this month?
I think so. They need to probably announce when it actually is. I don't think they have they?
No, I looked it up the other day because we were talking about it.
Yeah.
And all it said was that they were coming here. It didn't say in the kind of time frame, but it didn't say anything what was happening what day. And I just want Chase Elliott to win the championship again, so I can have redemption for last year.
Because you didn't get to have it last year.
No, and that was such a bummer.
Yeah, they went virtual with it. But I mean, we didn't even have the vaccine at that point, so.
No. Well, I mean, no, I don't know. I was gonna say yes, they did, but it wasn't readily available.
Yeah.
Maybe they had it by then.
3 years since I was on it, they didn't have much then, so I can't imagine what it's like now.
I was just going to say, we put a golden payment on you and leave you in the South Florida. So, we're losing this one, too. Tony Stewart trying to make up some ground.
I don't know, Cito Brown. That's a good thing. He thinks that Juan Pablo Montoya might have a bad crash in 2012 next year. I don't know. I mean, what's the chance he'll do something crazy at Daytona, like wreck into, I don't know, the jet dryer or something like that under caution?
That's crazy.
That's a crazy idea. Couldn't happen.
I like that Harvick car.
Yeah, that was a simple look for Budweiser, but it was really nice, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just black, and the spoiler and bottom area was red, but that's about all it needed.
Some guys made 2 tire stops under that caution. Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Mark Martin got lights.
Brad Keselowski is the leader of this race. Someone's like, who'd do that? 1 in a million, maybe. That's the chances.
What?
1 in a million. That's the chances.
Oh, haha. That's funny.
Imagine watching this racing, being told some guy will get 9 wins, their 7 generations of cars next season, and Phoenix's championship finale. That'd be crazy. Alright, you can stop calling me DannyBTalks. That's just weird.
Use your tires a little bit more, and so therefore at the end of a run you may fall off quite a bit.
Jimmy Johnson, 48. Trying to get on
I've said this before. I love that Red Bull paint scheme where like the bull is like jumping over the wheel.
Yeah, and the fact that the back wheel is painted red just makes it look even cooler because it makes it blend in with the car.
So was it just the back wheel?
Just the back wheel was red.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Probably made it a lot easier to know which one went where.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That sent him from up by the top 10 all the way to the back of the pack. Now twice. Stewart's car seems to be behaving just fine though. He's picking his way back forward. He's in 23rd position.
They worked on it hard, got it running good, and I think that we watch these guys battle up.
It's honestly really good racing. Like they're all pretty close, honestly. And there's a lot of passing going on.
This is for the lead that we're showing right there, wasn't it?
No, it's like for second. But still, look at the one on the left. There's so many people like close together there.
That is true. For a mile and a half.
Like honestly, this looks pretty good racing.
Yeah, for a mile and a half, that's kind of sometimes can be unusual.
It's not like they just restarted. No, they've been racing for a little bit like this.
Yeah. Why did you stop yawning? Goodness.
Yeah, we got a long ways to go. Tony's up to 20th and Edwards is second. I'm just confused. I don't know how Tony would actually be able to make up that many points.
1.
We got another ad. Sorry, guys. Oh, this is an annoying ad. I say this one all the time. It's just like quiet. I'm like, say something. You're boring me.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 5 seconds, so.
There we go.
Last lap he passed. But, I think one thing, Tony Stewart, and not that Carl Edwards doesn't either, but the man's a lot of respect out here because of the way that he races. And you heard him back a few weeks ago say, they've been playing nice all year. They're going to cash some tickets here, and that means he's calling in some favors. I think that's how he's able to make some of these spots up and people just giving him a little racing.
There's my third favorite driver, Paul Menard.
Oh my gosh.
MVR owner, you know I always appreciate you taking care of the chat for me, bud. New leader. Doesn't that sound weird to say? Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski battling out in a nationwide race, and the day before the championship race.
Yeah.
Cup Series drivers able to go down and do that.
Because now, like, is it once they hit the playoffs, they can't change series?
Yeah. I guess we're just gonna. Okay, we gotta do commentary now at this point. And here's Carl Edwards. He's going down the backstretch here at Homestead Miami Speedway. He's gonna go through turn 3 and kind of running about midway through the track and not getting all the way up against the wall or anything like that, but not running that bottom line either. You see, some people's gotten up into the wall at some point. And we're gonna come around. There's a
great commentary.
Someone said, I wonder if next year is Joey Logano's last year in a 20 car. He might try to get a win before he leaves. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he can do good at Pocono, honestly.
Pocono a good track for him?
I don't know. I just think it'll work out for him. Alright. Got the 3-year-olds in the chat tonight.
This is like a crank it up.
Basically, yeah. I guess it's because, I don't know, they went like, where they weren't like showing the commercials or something like that, and then it's just, because this is from NASCAR's feed, so I guess they just show more of it.
I know NASCAR does that, like, with more current races. They, like, you can tell parts that were supposed to be a commercial because there's no commentary, and it's just like odd angles.
Yeah. I'm going to make a few more mods. Some of y'all that I've seen in here for a while that I know I could probably trust. No Tires Just Gas asked, are we going to do any watch parties over the off season? We'll probably definitely do a few of those every now and again.
Yeah, probably. I'd say more so in January, probably, because I don't have a lot going on for January. We'll try in December.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Just being with Christmas that month and doing holiday things. We'll see how many we can get to, but in January we probably have more availability for sure.
Yeah.
By just 3 points in a rough start for Tony Stewart.
I just wish that they wouldn't copyright the
newer ones.
The newer ones, because I want to watch them like like my first Cup race I went to, or my first race ever went to, because I didn't know anything about NASCAR before I went.
NASCAR fan asked if we're going to Indianapolis next year. If we go to Indianapolis, it won't be for NASCAR. We would maybe go for the Indy 500. But we've been to see NASCAR there, and I think personally we could be fine not going there for a little bit for NASCAR again.
Yeah. There's a couple new ones that we want to cross off.
Yeah, like Gateway would be good next year.
Gateway is definitely doable because it's only a little over 4 hours away.
We're going to the LA Clash. We're doing that. That's already confirmed. I want to go. We've been to Martinsville before, but I'd like to go back to it because that's the only one that we've been to where we didn't ever vlog. Because I didn't have my YouTube channel at that point, so we would maybe want to go back and redo that one. And especially now that both our guys have won there.
Yep. So Martinsville, possibly Darlington for the second race.
Yeah.
What else were we looking at? Atlanta
to see the new surface. Not going to go back to Daytona.
probably consider Talladega.
Talladega's always an option at least.
Because that one's always close, and we can make that in a day trip.
Bristol Dirt possibly again.
Oh yeah, we'll probably end up going to that. I forgot about that.
And then, always debate about the night race at Bristol.
Usually the night race becomes busier for me.
Yeah, it's harder for her to get off work for that one.
The dirt race is more feasible.
It's more plausible to go to that one.
Is that one? I could look up the schedule at some point, but I was gonna say, is it March again?
Yes, and hey, that one's actually on a Saturday night.
Wait, that's on Easter.
Oh no, Sunday night. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a night race, but it's on Sunday night.
That's right, because I said that was unfortunate that we would have to take off Monday because
I'd probably just take a day without pay, honestly, instead of wasting a vacation day.
I was gonna say because I forgot they're doing it Sunday night.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I definitely want to go to that since it's a night race.
Yeah.
Night and dirt, yes, please.
Yeah. Get some good fun at that one for sure. Jay Walker asks, how's the train layout going? My train layout is basically done. I need to do a video and show you guys kind of the progression of the build on that. It was a lot of fun to do. Maybe one day, not anytime soon, not this next year or so, but maybe one day I would build a new one, a bigger one day. But for now, I'm enjoying the one I got.
You can finish that project you started, the little train with the racetrack.
Little HO scale, little shelf thing I was gonna do.
You should finish that before you start another project.
Which I don't know if I would actually end up doing the racetrack, because I think that's harder than I anticipated it being. Maybe I would just make a new one.
Well, I was impressed with what you did with the train layout, so I'm confident you can figure something out.
Yeah, maybe I still have a bunch of track and stuff left over. Maybe I'd just make something that looks more like a natural scene or something like that.
Racetrack.
It'd be hard.
Well, like I said, I'm impressed with what you did on the train. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Favorite moment in Indy? Oh, appreciate the $2 there, Chrome Diesel. What's your favorite locomotive? Ooh, that's a good question.
CSX. That's mine.
Well, as far as like the actual locomotive, I'm pretty fond.
Right, that's the engine, right?
Well, that's like the company, but I think he's asking more like the specific type of locomotive. I'll know this one more than you probably would.
Okay.
I'm pretty fond of the Dash 9, the General Electric Dash 9 locomotives. Those look really cool, and they're what you would see on most brands usually. It's what I'm used to more seeing. She's looking at me like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea. I'm just like CSX.
But as far as like
Norfolk Southern,
as far as like the brand, I like Norfolk Southern. She grew up only seeing CSX, so
yeah. Around here, the CSX is the only thing that runs through here.
Yeah.
Like in our town, so I always saw the blue and yellow train. So
now I do think it's pretty cool. There's a local passenger train here in Nashville, and you can take it. It was available to go to the Music City Grand Prix, and then we took it to a Titans game this year. It's the Music City Star, and they have they have old F40 PH engines, and those are like old school what Amtrak used to use back in the day, and those are really cool looking engines. And it's a fun train. It was nice, relaxing, and got us to the game in hardly no time.
All right, go back to your other question.
Oh yeah, favorite moment in Indy. My favorite moment in Indy is probably, honestly, Paul Menard's only win. That's one of my favorite moments.
Like at Indianapolis or in Indy, like IndyCar?
Like at Indianapolis. Probably talking about NASCAR. So, as far as NASCAR at Indy, I think, honestly, Paul Menard getting his only win being the Brickyard 400 is pretty cool.
So it's a memorable one.
Yeah. And that's pretty interesting because 2010, Jamie McMurray won. 2011, Paul Menard won.
Wow,
it's like there
odd
was
winners.
2 years where people you didn't expect to win. But of course, hey, we were also there to see AJ Allmendinger win on the road course. That's a pretty cool moment, too.
Yeah.
400 at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Indy is just a cool track. I was thinking, we had some kind of pass there, and I forget, no,
that was just a lot of access right there for people.
And I forget, you can easily walk into the infield. And don't you, go under the track to get to the grandstands or something?
Yeah.
So that's a really cool track for the fan experience, because you can essentially almost be right outside the garage. So if you have stuff to get autographed, it's easier for people who don't have connections to get that access or can't afford to get that access. I think it's great, for especially families, with young kids is, you get to take them in there and see all that stuff close up.
Will England said, when the steam locomotive number 576 is restored, you need to vlog its first trip. I definitely want to be there to see that when that train heads the rails for the first time. That's the one that was in Centennial Park forever, sitting on display, and then now they're working on restoring it, and that would be really cool to see it get restored. One person asked, Levi Lanier asked, when do you think Joey Logano will retire? And that's a good question, because he started racing in 2009.
But he's only 30?
Yeah, well, he started racing full-time in Cup 2009, part-time in Cup in 2008. Can you look up his age real quick? Because I can't remember if he's 30 or 31, 32.
Does that really make a difference?
I don't know, I'm just more curious.
I know, I think it is 30. Let's see, my phone's being super slow. He's 31.
Okay, so Joey Logano is 31.
He turned 31 this year.
And drivers could possibly make it, I don't think he's going to be a Mark Martin and go into his 50s, but he would still go until about 43, 44, I'd say.
Easily.
So that's another, let's just say that's another 13 years, so...
When I looked up Joey Logano, so it says people also search for, and it's Chase Elliott, Brad, and it has all these age. It's so funny, there's a little jaggy arrow saying it looked like under by Denny Hamlin was the third person, meaning trending.
Oh.
And then, trending. And then right beside it, Kyle Busch trending.
I wonder why they're trending.
Oh, look at this old school photo of Alex Bowman.
Dang. I'm surprised it's not got trending on him.
Yeah. That hack.
I know, that darn hack. Winning 6 races in his career. What a hack! But no, when I think Joey Logano will retire, say he's 44, that'll be another 13 years from now, so that would be, let's see, 2031, and so about 2034 potentially. 2034, he could potentially be retiring, and what's crazy is he could potentially be racing against Keelan Harvick, maybe even Brexton Busch.
That's what I was trying to add. I'm okay, I think Brexton's 5 or 6
Brexton
now.
would be about maybe 19 or something there. So there's a possibility Joey Logano, and this is saying he retires at 44. He could go longer than that.
Yeah.
I'd say he will race against Keelan Harvick one day.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance he could race against Brexton Busch.
Yep.
That's weird to think about.
Oh, yeah. No, it's weird to think about. It's Chase Elliott, racing against Brexton.
Oh, yeah. Chase Elliott will definitely race against Brexton Busch one day.
So it's like the equivalent of, Kevin Harvick being on the older end of the spectrum and Chase Elliott, being on the younger, and then eventually it's going to, Chase Elliott's going to be the old veteran.
I'm just imagining Alex Bowman and let's say Denny's daughter somehow starts racing. She's a hack.
Just keep your head up. Be aware of it.
All right, let's get rid of this ad here.
All right, Tony Stewart's gaining a little, minus 19 now.
Someone said Logano wrecks Leo Gordon in Bristol.
Hey, I was going to say, actually, Leo's is older, definitely older than...
Oh, yeah.
Keelan.
Dang, we're going to blink and he'll be racing something.
Yeah. I think he's the oldest, driver's kid that's in racing stuff.
I think so. I think he's older than Keelan.
Yeah.
Junior started on the front row second, his best start here. His car right now, he says it's
Let's see if I can find it. No, that is not.
Okay. She just looked up Leo Gordon age and it says 78 years old. How are you older than your dad?
I don't even know who that was. I don't even know.
Look up Jeff Gordon's son age
Okay,
or something.
no.
Oh, did you find something?
Okay, in 2018 it said the 7-year-old, so he was born in 2011, so he's 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he's about the same age as Keelan then.
I don't think Keelan's...
Oh wait, I think Leo has an older sister. That was his first kid.
Yeah, it is. Keelan was born in 2012, so he's 9.
Alright, so, yeah, honestly, there's a good chance that Leo and Keelan might be in the same rookie class one day.
Yep. I think that's what I'm really going to be interested in, like watching
It's
like
seeing
Arca and like
kids that we
and,
knew as little kids.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's some people who knew Dale Jr. at that point and then watched him go all the way.
But, yeah, I think that'll be weird, like, seeing, like, you know, I know of, you know, Leo Gordon or, you know, Keelan's around a little bit, but I see on social media a lot of, like, Brexton and, like, Ace Dillon, so it'd be funny watching them. It's like, I remember you when you were a baby, you know?
Yeah. Now, it's not impossible, but there is, like, the possibility that some drivers could potentially be racing against their kid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Dale Sr. got the race against Dale Jr. for 2 years.
Yeah.
Someone pointed this out in the chat. Kyle Petty raced against Richard Petty for 13 seasons.
Oh my goodness.
13 seasons racing against your dad.
But I'm trying to think of, like, Kevin Harvick's gonna age out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, so he'll retire.
Kyle Busch could possibly do
But
it.
he's like almost 40, I think.
Which I keep thinking, I think one day.
But I mean, you can clearly race up to your 50 plus, you know?
Yeah. I think one day Kyle Busch is going to have enough of the Cup Series. And I think one day he's going to, you know, when he's older, he's probably going to try to run a full season of trucks and try to win a championship there. Oh.
Hi, kitty.
Sorry, the kitty just put his hands up on me. You want to be on the stream?
Come here.
And the 99 is getting his call in all the way down that long drive, all the way to the number 1.
Here we go. Here's Big Kitty.
Here's the entertainment, guys.
You want to watch the race?
What's going on?
It's probably like, parents, I hadn't seen you all day.
Chat's going, Kitty!
Yeah, fat kitty.
Yeah, he's 10 going on 11 though, so
Whoop, whoop.
he wants to get down.
I was going to say, like, look how big he is.
He was her family's cat, and then we pretty much took him in.
You see, took him in like they kicked him out.
Okay.
Okay, no, we took him from my parents. I wanted a cat, and my parents are like, well, no point of getting another cat. You can just have this one.
I think this always makes him laugh anytime we do this. MVR owner says, yes, time to hold the baby in your arms like he's your child again.
He is our child. We have no actual children, so he is definitely our child.
Yeah. He treats me like he's my child.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, is he getting rambunctious?
Yes.
So y'all missed it after the podcast last week. Podcast goes off the air. Me and the guys, we talk for a little bit afterwards, and it's late at that point. I think at that point, Kitty's like, "Get out of the office, come to bed, get out of here." And so he comes in here, he starts acting a fool, and I get off our Zoom meeting, and next thing I know, ow! He bites me right in my knee and draws blood. I had to put a Band-Aid on my knee.
He's like, I didn't do nothing.
Alright, now we got a 16-point difference. Ooh.
Smoky.
Is that going to happen to his teammate Carl Edwards?
Caution's out.
I think Bush is having a problem there too. Just come back out.
Into the garage. Marcus Ambrose turned
Bye.
into the garage just before the
Yeah.
green flag pit stop started.
That's two of those route-shaped engines already that have let go.
David Reagan was in 18th position during the cycle of the green flag stops.
He just said there was two of those Roush-Shades engines that let go. I don't know who the other one was. I didn't see anyone else that lost an engine.
You can see this 6-car blowing up down the back straightaway.
Who would have been using one of those?
Down the exit.
I don't know. Maybe the front row people would have been them, obviously.
So Andy at 1 point.
I don't know who the other guy was that blew a motor.
Was
I know.
McDowell in front row at this time?
No.
I was gonna say because
He was on a Toyota team.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he was towards the back. I don't know if he was off track, but I did see when you were going through and seeing how many active drivers there were. He was like
Yeah.
42nd place.
He's the Aaron's lucky dog free pass. First car on the lap down. Mears in.
HardRockVodka.com was the sponsor of Casey Mears
All right,
in this race.
type that in. Is that it's still an active URL? I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
I'm gonna actually look it up.
Yeah, see if they're still a thing.
In a way,
I feel like that's like a subsidiary of Hard Rock Cafe or something.
Hard Rock.
Also, I just realized the pace car for this is like an actual police car.
No, that's funny. Yeah, I don't think that's a website.
No.
And some of the guys that are back in the pack.
Clint Boyer was in 7th place and the first one to make the move to pit road.
No, it looks like they've just, they don't really have a website anymore, but they still sell it, it looks like.
Maybe? I don't know, but don't go to that website.
Yeah, don't go to that website.
I pulled up some weird stuff.
Yeah. Not that
Not
weird.
okay, not that weird. It was like
No, not that, but
it was unrelated
it's not a
information.
website. Just put it like that.
not some. Oh, it had some
Yeah.
weird stuff.
Yeah,
Wink, wink.
That come out wrong.
Okay, as weird stuff as it was unrelated to the actual vodka. It was
It
just
says
like
something like look up who's calling me. Enter in phone number.
yeah, something like okay.
Come back around you. I mean, where's he at now, Cole? Just halfway down the back.
So some big work.
What happened to him?
for Casey Kane by his
That's a good question.
You said like police, like it literally has police on the side.
Yeah, it's an actual police car.
Not like some car with a little siren on it.
No,
You said
it's
police
like straight up police, red and blues.
you think is the fastest and most valuable.
So guys, you can't go too fast.
I'll pull you up. Well, Carl got right up to the bumper of it. Yeah, just straight up police. It's like, after I get done pacing this field, I'm going to go back to work, guys. Let's hurry up.
That'd be cool, like if that was your duty for the weekend.
Yeah.
I always think that would be the coolest feeling is getting to ride in the pace car and then like turning around and looking at all the cars lined up behind you.
Which I'm wanting to think, I don't think it was like actually like Miami police or something like that. I think what it actually was, it was Ford showing off their new model for police cars.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what it actually was.
Yeah. But it's just funny, it just says police on the side and
Yeah.
not like advertising for the track or a sponsor.
Right.
Carl Edwards concerned about the tire there, but his owner Jack Roush, we've seen 2 engines go down in the Ford.
Imagine getting pit maneuvered by the pace police car.
Well, I'm obviously concerned because we've had a problem.
Is Gustafson still with Gordon in 2011? Ooh, I can't remember if he was with him at that point. He might have been, I think.
Quality problem. I've texted to find out what's going on. If I don't get an answer pretty quick, I'll go down to the garage and take a look at it myself.
Okay, in the meantime, he's staying right here on the box.
It's funny to see Jack Roush with a car that's competing for the championship, really.
Yeah.
Maybe he can next year if Brad Kozlowski coming in.
I would be interested to see, that's one thing I'm interested to see for next season, is how he
Is if
runs.
Brad makes them run better?
So it's like, okay, is it the team or is it the car?
Because I feel like Brad has like...
Or no, I'm sorry. Is it the driver or is it the car?
Brad has a certain expectation at this point in his career. And if their team is not up to his par, he's probably going to make adjustments that need to be made.
Do you think Newman stepped away entirely? You think he he runs part-time?
I think he'll be part-time, and believe it or not, I've heard rumors that he could possibly be in Rick Ware equipment that would have a backing by Stewart Haas Racing. And I can kind of see that, I think. I think he might end up in some Rick Ware cars at sometime next year. Someone said Roush's dominance was 2004 to 2012, and then pretty much said like after Mark Martin.
What do you mean after Mark Martin?
Like, I guess after Mark Martin kind of was considering leaving, they were getting better, I think.
So what was their fall? Like they just lost some good.
Yeah, basically just all the talent started going away from it, and it just they couldn't keep up as the cars kept changing, I think. Well, we got Tom Brady in the chat apparently. Yeah, this is kind of sad. At one point, Roush had 5 cars that all made it into the chase for the Cup.
Wow.
And now they can't even...
So they were like half.
Yeah. Now
right? 5 out of 10, yeah?
Yes.
Or 12, no.
I think at that point it might have been 10.
Oh, dang.
But still, they had 5 cars in there, and now there are 2-car teams that can't even get but one of them in there.
Yeah. Like, it was such a big deal when Chris Buescher, like, was running well. That was it, Miami?
Yes, Miami.
Yeah, and it was just like, wow, great job! It's like you didn't even win the race, and it was like such a big milestone for them.
One stage of a race, he's like, I'm dominating, and it's like, oh, never mind, I'm bad.
Yeah, it's like they're, Ross, the team's like, yay, we're doing something good. It was so,
Yeah.
And then it's like didn't even win the race, and we're still like getting excited about that,
Yeah.
It's like it's sad.
But I will say though, like, thinking about dominating races and stuff, going back to this weekend at Martinsville, Bowman, I kept paying attention to him all race long, and he would, he was outside of the top 10 for the first little bit of it, but he kept getting closer and closer. The next thing you know, he's just tracking him down. It's like, okay, you're in the top 10, now you're in top 5, and he's running second all race long, it felt like after that. And it's like, he had a fast car, he just couldn't get around the leader, and basically Hamlin pushed him and pushed him and pushed him, and then finally went too much. And it's unfortunate what happened to Hamlin, but Bowman had probably the best car all race long, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm gonna go turn some heat on. I'm getting chilly in here.
Okay.
Are you?
No, I feel comfortable. Yeah, I agree with what Chubb said. Go away. We're trying to enjoy cars going around in circles, not football. Oh no, it's okay, MVR owner. I saw you hide Tom Brady. I don't blame you. It's better not to risk the trolls, I guess. Yeah, Daniel Shell said it was cool seeing Jimmy Johnson win at Martinsville yesterday. Agreed. Jimmy Johnson, driver of the Ally Chevrolet, got their car in victory lane for the 4th time this season. Kind of makes it think back to Earnhardt Jr.'s 2014 season. Got 3 wins in the regular season, one of them being at Pocono. Well, actually got 2 in Pocono, so it's another track that Bowman had won it this year. So both of them got 3 wins in the regular season, got eliminated from the playoffs, and then end up winning Martinsville. So it's kind of funny how that worked out. I've kind of had the same season already, but 2 different drivers now at this point. Okay, that's a troll, but honestly, it's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Someone made a Shugsby meows and said, "Daddy, I love you." That's troll, but that one was kind of funny. But still, the trolls are getting annoying. Appreciate it, MVR owner. Or Cito Brown actually hit that one, but appreciate it. So how was y'all's Halloween? What'd y'all do for Halloween? We watched Martinsville Titans and World Series and handed out some candy. Yeah, I don't know. The Shugs troll was probably the cutest troll we've seen all race. There was a Shugs troll account. It said Shugs be meows, and it said
oh my gosh.
It said Daddy, I love you.
Oh, this is
like it's trolling, and we don't want the trolls, but at the same time that was kind of funny. Like that was the funniest thing the trolls done all time. Spencer says just a regular night for him. Alessandro Sebastian says Alex Bowman continues to improve each season. Would not be surprised if he is a championship contender in 2022. You know, maybe, but it's going to be hard for him to adapt to the new car, I'm sure. It's going to be hard for everyone to adapt to a new car, but, you know, there's always someone who seems to just, like, really branch out when a new car comes in. So, I don't know, maybe it'll be him. You never know.
Well, he's made it, you know, into...
He's made it into playoffs every year, if Hendrick. That's something Byron can't say.
Right, he's made it into the playoffs, and then, you know... It's kind of crazy to think if he didn't have a crappy last round, he'd be looking in the Final Four this year.
Something that I don't get. People always say, like, oh, Byron's better than Bowman, but here's the thing with that. Bowman has always made it into the championship. Sorry, he's always made it into the playoffs. And he's made it no worse than the round of 12 every time. And last year, he made a good run into the round of 8. Was about 6 after Martinsville last year. You know, if he could swap this year's win to last year, he would have been in championship 4. It's crazy. But it's funny to think back on that kind of stuff. Bowman has done better in playoffs in years past, and people are acting like, you know, people are acting like Byron was so much better this year. Yeah, he had a lot more consistency, I think, but they both went out in the round of 12.
Yeah.
And Bowman now has 4 wins this year versus Byron's 1 win. Bowman has 6 wins overall, Byron 2 overall, and they've been in the same equipment for the same amount of time. So you tell me, who's the better driver there?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what Noah said. He's just got to work on consistency. That's what Bowman. If he could have had last year's consistency with this year's wins, he'd be in the championship 4.
And that's crazy because I feel like he gets discounted a lot. Like, oh, he ain't no good.
Yeah.
Or, oh, blah, blah, blah. He's the worst than Hendrick. Which is crazy to think. Excuse me. We were talking about this earlier. Like, if Truex does not win next week, that he's tied, with the second most wins this season.
So, yes, he is tied second most wins this season right now. You know, Larson has 9, but Truex and Bowman both have 4. Oh. Speaking of the 48.
He is the, you know.
You can see like smokes inside of his cockpit there a little bit. Makes it look like it.
5-time. Never won at this track. Really not having much.
Did he ever, he said that he's won a championship 5 times and never won. Is that true?
And never won at Homestead until 2016.
Okay. Well, I guess in this format, like, right now,
you didn't have to.
You didn't have to win.
Speaking of this format, look, we're only minus 12 now at this point.
Like if what was I gonna say? If the points gap was bigger, you know, Colonel Edwards can be run 10th and it don't matter, you know.
Yeah. Someone said, there goes his chance for a 6th straight title. Yeah, I don't think he was even close at this point.
But not even showing the points, so clearly not.
Yeah, I don't think that Johnson was even close to contending for it that year. He just did not have a good run in the chase that year.
Out in front of Jeff Gordon by 1.02 seconds. NASCAR officials keeping an eye on a shower that is visibly closing in on the turns 3 and 4 end of this racetrack. Not a heavy one, but it's out there.
Okay, MVR owner said that they just verified the real owner of the Shugsby Meows account. The real account owner is good. He's been around for a little while. Okay, if you want to unhide that one, that's fine. I don't think there was anything wrong with that one. But, you know, it's just not a good look for what we've kind of seen in the past.
You gotta be careful when you got guys running at 170 and 80 miles an hour. You can literally see the weather coming.
Oh, caution. I think it's raining again.
These tires have no grooves on them. They are slick, and it only takes a little bit of moisture. This place is slick enough.
Oh, there's a rainbow.
Yeah.
Got a rainbow. See on the left side of the screen here.
Want to go take a swim? What?
Well, speaking of swim, here you go. It's funny seeing that lake. When we were at Miami, we were on one side of the beach at the Ally Beach they had, and I remember looking across and saw like an old man and his little grandson out fishing. They caught a little bass right there in that lake.
That was weird. Being at that Ally Beach setup, you were like, you know, you almost wouldn't even know you were at a race. You know?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess this is who Shugsby Meows was. It's Mario and Luigi, bro. Sorry, DannyBTalks. I just did it to be funny. Yeah, it was pretty funny. We've just had a bad problem with trolls, so it kind of caught us off guard. But it's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah. We'll bring back Shugsby Meows, the real one here.
Hey, who's impersonating me?
I'd not give you permission to be
Why
me.
do you freak out so much?
Here, want to come to Dad?
No, he's fine.
Okay.
I was gonna say usually he's pretty chill. I don't know why he's. Why are you acting silly? I pick you up all the time.
I don't be on camera.
With the 99 car this afternoon, he said we believe it was a bearing issue. That is a random issue. It's something they dealt with earlier this year. Really had nothing to point.
Just wait till we have a child. It's like, okay, child. Baby B talks.
Oh gosh. Baby B wouldn't be talking for a while. Baby B.
Don't talk.
Yeah.
Baby, be quiet.
Yeah.
Baby, be quiet. Oh, I feel the heat coming on now.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe I'm wearing a long sleeve and a hoodie, and you're in a t-shirt.
Well, I'm more adjusted to the temperature, I guess.
I guess. It's like 50 degrees outside, which, I mean, it's cool, but not freezing.
Kathy Augustine says, "A cat, hi!"
No.
Well, here you go. Shugsby Meows. Mommy, I don't like being held like that.
Hey, that is exactly something you would say. You're like, he tells me all the time that he doesn't like that.
Because he doesn't.
And then yet, he will do the exact same thing.
I'll pick him up, and honestly, he's fine when I do it.
Probably because I'm too aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm like, come here. Versus you just kind of gently, oh, come here.
Yeah.
I'm like, come here, cat.
Well, the only person he's not like because of how aggressive they got was Darian. Darian got really aggressive with him.
Oh, Darian loves to aggravate him.
Yeah. Darian is the only person I've ever seen Shugs hiss at, but that's because Darian was just like trying to fight him, basically, just making him mad. Alright, well, we're under rain delays, so we skip rain delays. That's no fun.
There was no question in their mind. And in fact, Jimmy Johnson talking earlier in the weekend in his press conference.
Wow, they must have skipped it because now it's already nighttime.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of getting dark, I guess. Okay, let's go here.
I know it's cloudy, but it wasn't dark.
And the sun's gone down.
Tracking this is going to change a lot, but it's going to do it for everybody. We obviously got fast.
We got an ad coming, too.
Customize and save.
No, I don't want to customize.
Liberty.
I don't want to customize and save.
I like that. I like that new commercial they have. It's like the DJ. It's like Liberty.
Oh yeah.
Liberty.
No, I want something I can dance to. Okay, so what this does now is it basically resets a lot of things. because we went from this race is being run in the daytime and Carl Edwards has been really dominant. Now it's rained twice. This race is now in nighttime. This track's gonna be a lot different now.
I would not want to be in a poker game with either one of
I love night races.
Just something different about it.
Changing track conditions we just talked about. Just under an hour.
Night racing at this track is very visually appealing too.
The yellow was out, and the pace car leading the field of cars back onto the racetrack to resume this Ford.
I think of some iconic moments like Carl Edwards getting crashed out in 2016 happening at nighttime.
That car, just as the rain began with some engine troubles that we heard from Chad Knaus a minute ago. They'll throw a few more things at it, but they suspect it's a pretty serious internal engine problem.
Daniel Shell, we did fast forward, but it's only because there was a rain delay and we just wanted to skip through that. So now they're coming back onto the track.
Halfway in this Ford 400 for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series.
That grass looks dead.
Yeah.
Edwards the leader, Stewart running fifth.
That's why sometimes turf is just better, because it looks good.
I know, right?
Dominant driver on the night.
It was so pretty.
You can see the Miami lights out in the distance.
Especially with that water right there behind, well, in the truck and
Yeah.
outside, just makes it, the reflection of the lights off of it.
Champion, hoping to turn more success at this racetrack tonight into his first championship competition.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson, this was not a good race for him. It's pretty much the capping off to a really bad season for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had to feel weird after going 5 years in a row winning the championship, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, it's like not our time.
I make the comment how, I'm tired of, like, for example, like this.
I'm sorry. You finished. I'll reach you this.
This season, like, Kyle Larson, he wins again. Oh, he wins again. And a couple years ago, it was like, it's like, man, Kevin Harvick won again. Oh, Denny won again. Oh, Kyle Busch won again. And you're getting tired of those same people. I cannot imagine going 5 years in a row. What was it? 5 in a row?
5 in a row, yeah.
That Jimmy won the championship. Like, oh, gosh.
So far in this new system we've had since 2014, only one person has won a championship twice, and that's Kyle Busch. So.
Yeah. Now, I don't know who I would have, if I was a fan back then, who would I have root for? I mean, if I was I don't know if I would have been a Hendrick fan. I don't know.
Okay, so this one from Shugsby Meows. They said, "Bye, Mommy and Daddy. I scratched the phone trying to type in the chat to the point that the stream is unwatchable. I love you." That's honestly kind of fun. Those are the trolls that we can get along with. I like that one.
And NASCAR continuing to work on trying to.
Danny, who is your least favorite driver? Hamlin, obviously. He's a hack.
Yeah, but yet you're going to pull for him next week? Yeah.
I'm joking. Honestly, I don't really have a least favorite driver or anything.
Okay, like if we were going to a race, who would you be like, they won?
Hamlin.
Yeah, exactly.
But since I'm not there, and I think he's too good of a driver to not have a championship at this point, I think Hamlin is who I want to see win. Who I think is going to win? Probably Larson.
No, Elliott. He won last year.
Well,
he's going to start the Jimmy Johnson thing, five in a row.
You know that would be annoying.
No, it wouldn't. NASCAR would sell a ton of merch.
Oh, yeah.
But
I wish that Budweiser would come back. I like Busch is fine and all, but I love the colors of Budweiser more.
Yeah. But I like what Busch does. Like, they have all their different kinds of flavors, like, Busch NA, Busch Light, Busch Apple.
They did the Busch Dog beer car.
Yeah.
They do their, like, Busch Hunting Edition.
Yeah, I like the one with the plaid on it, and then, like...
Oh, yeah.
So they're very creative and come up with different schemes, so it's not just, like... Slap it on there you go every week.
Yeah.
So I guess that's...
Carl Edwards, you get off that police car.
So I think that's one thing I like about Busch over Budweiser.
Yeah.
Is because there's a lot of different schemes.
Now, as far as beer cars go, my favorite one is the Coors Light car, the Silver Bullet that Sterling Marlin drove. I've been looking at that car a lot because I'm working on the Rise and Fall video of Chip Ganassi Racing, which will be out Sunday morning, by the way. Hope you got plenty of time. It's going to be a 50-minute Rise and Fall. There's a lot to discuss in that one, guys.
Like Danny B documentary.
It is more of a documentary in this case, but it'll be good. Someone said, "Good Lord, if Chase Elliott wins 4 more titles in a row, NASCAR Twitter would die." NASCAR bust David Sturmey. Yeah, he was kind of a bust. That didn't really work out too good.
Well, where was he at?
Chip Ganassi. He was the driver who took over the 40 car after Sterling Marlin.
Ah, okay.
While Carlos led most of the lap today, Tony Stewart has passed some 49 cars after his early trouble to get up to 5th. Tony Stewart,
So now he's back in the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, better where you been?
Well, just hanging out, watching you walk up and down pit road. Looks like you're still pretty loose, buddy.
I should be. We passed about 85 cars already. It's not exactly how we had it planned, but we're back in the top 5 now, and that's something.
Yeah, someone pointed out David Sturmey drove for Penske in 2009. He was in the 12 car before Brad Keselowski came in the next year.
All right, Tony, thanks for talking. Good luck the rest of the race, buddy.
There's the word from Darren Drupp. Before I even said it. Pit road's open. They stop.
Jonathan Ezel says Carl Edwards used to be his second favorite driver.
Stop's going to be with 154 laps.
Yeah, someone said they say rest in peace Ganassi. It'll be their final race this weekend.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
And the track has cooled off. Rubber's washed away. They think it's going to be a little bit freer. They're going to put a half around in the left rear for him. 40s and by the way, I think we're going to be really good.
Which this year, 2011, was not a good year for Ganassi. Both McMurray and Montoya did awful that year, and 2012.
Upper right-hand portion of your screen, Tony Stewart, crew chief Darren Drupp.
They were a team that benefited from going to the Gen 6 because they got better after this version of the COT. But they were really good in 2010, actually. Both of them were.
Another wedge adjustment with the same adjustment in that left rear all night long. They continue to work right the grill.
Where is Ryan Newman going? I think it's not official, but it's likely he might end up in some Rick Ware cars. And that's if he races at all. He might retire, too.
Surprising, a lot of laps they got. Plus the car sitting there, the air pressure goes right in. You're not sure where that's at. Yeah, I'd rather have 20 tires on it right there. I don't remember what that car was for, but you probably just want to try to see what their car will do with clean air on the front.
A couple of other quick stories to follow up on. There's Jimmy
Someone
Johnson
just
back
pointed
on
out
track.
the last non-Hendrick driver / team to win a race was Bubba Wallace at Talladega.
It was the carburetor during that
Non-Hendrick car?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because Larson went on a run of 3 in a row, and then Bowman just won.
Yeah.
And I
Are they
saw,
going to close out the season winning?
and yeah, maybe. But I seen
Got a
it.
50% chance.
Yeah. I seen another fun fact. Larson has won 3 races in a row twice this
Nice.
season, and the driver who ended that streak both times was Alex Bowman.
Oh, that's funny.
Because after Nashville, when Larson won 3 in a row, Bowman won Pocono, and then now Bowman won Martinsville after he went 3 in a row. So if Larson ever wins 3 in a row, we need to buy tickets.
Yeah.
It looks like they're doing some work on the front end of the car, and that's probably why they stayed out to lead the lap. And,
I'm thinking about, next season's a new car. I'm really excited because I've never seen a different car.
Yeah, you haven't. I've been through this.
This excitingness of, change you were saying earlier. Who's going to come out of the gate and adapt and learn to the new car quicker? Well, very beat up. I've never seen anything than this current car, so it's kind of exciting to see how the car changes.
And I've been through this now twice watching NASCAR.
And weather caution came out.
Because you went from COT to the Gen.
Well, I was watching the Gen 4 for a little bit too.
Oh, okay.
And
Gen 4, then COT, then.
Yeah, which I guess.
Is it 3?
Okay.
So you watch
watch Gen 4, then COT. Technically 2011, this is like a changed version of COT, but it's still basically the same car, honestly. So I'll still count this as a COT, honestly. But then Gen 6 was something different. And Gen 6 has went through all kinds of different adaptations and changes.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Actually, past the wings, that'll change the stiffness of it. Going to see the 34 and 71 past the pace car there. Wave arounds to get back on the lead lap for David Gilliland and Mike Bliss.
I guess that's why I was thinking there was 4, because I'm like, they didn't go from the COT with the wing to the current car.
Yeah.
So I guess because there was that in between, and so I guess the modification wasn't really like a change of car.
Yeah, it wasn't really. All it did was 2010.
So when did they go to Gen 6?
2013.
Okay, so this would have been technically, like you said, a COT modified.
Yeah, so 2010, they started the year off with COT with the splitter braces and the wing. And then after, basically, Atlanta, Carl Edwards spun out Brad Keselowski. Keselowski flipped, and that's basically when they're like, okay, we need to make a change. Bristol, they ran the last race with the COT with the wing. And then the next race at Martinsville, they had a spoiler on the back of it. And then they ran the rest of the season with the splitter braces and the spoiler. And then the next year, they got rid of the splitter braces in favor of what we see right here on TV.
Sprint Cup season to decide the championship. Not with us earlier, Tony Stewart had early troubles, went all the way back to 40th. Now he's all the way up alongside his rival for the title, the man who's dominated and led most of the laps in this race, Carl Edwards.
So we've talked about who we think is going to win the Cup Series Championship. Who do you think is going to win the Truck Series Championship?
So we got John Hunter Nemechek. Zane Smith. Matt Crafton. Who's the other one?
Ben Rhodes.
Ah, yes. I want John Hunter to win, but
Yeah.
also I'd be okay with if Matt Crafton won, just because I like the fact of, what if
what I want to see.
what if he won and didn't win a race?
What I want to see. Sheldon Creed has won a few races this season, not in the championship 4, and he won this race last year. Sheldon Creed wins. Matt Crafton finishes second. And wins the championship again without winning a race.
Yeah, and didn't they have they had beef last week?
They did.
So then I think that would make it even
funnier.
Yeah, it'd be hard for Sheldon Creed. It's like, seriously, technically I would have had a championship now.
Sheldon Creed win the race. Matt Crafton finished second and wins the championship.
I want. If I'm picking who I would like to win, John Hunter, I'd be okay if Matt Crafton won.
Yeah.
How about you?
John Hunter's who I'd like to win, but for the pure sake of chaos, I'd like to see Matt Crafton win.
Okay, now talking about chaos, there has somebody who could possibly do that in the Xfinity series.
I know, and what I wouldn't mind seeing is Justin Allgaier winning the race at Phoenix and Daniel Hemrick finishing second to win the championship without ever winning a race.
See, I like Allmendinger. Oh, we got an ad.
Oh, okay.
I really like Allmendinger, so we'll talk. I really like Allmendinger, so I want him to win because I think that would be really great thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Noah Gragson, I'm a junior motorsports fan, so I want him to win.
And Noah's likable.
But I like the kind of, as Darian would always say, like this system exposed. Like, it's all like this system is all about, this playoff system is all about like wins are like so crucial, and then yet like somebody could win.
Montoya's got a problem.
And yet somebody can win without even winning a race.
I know. Like, Crafton would be funny if he does it again, doesn't win all season, and wins
I think
the
that's
championship.
why I want Hemrick to win, is because just for the fact of, like, it kind of makes no sense.
Yeah.
But I like two of the drivers in the playoffs, so it's kind of hard to root for him.
But
we'll actually see. Well, actually, we won't see. We will not be watching that race.
Oh, yeah. We will not get to watch the Xfinity race next weekend because... Surprise, surprise, we're watching the Tennessee Vols versus Kentucky Wildcats football game.
In person.
Well, we've been to many games at Neyland Stadium in Tennessee. We've only seen the Vols play on the road one time. Vanderbilt in 2016. Tennessee lost that one, so I've seen Tennessee play Vanderbilt 3 times in my life in person. Tennessee has lost every time somehow to Vanderbilt.
That's terrible.
But I've seen them play Kentucky, and every time they've won. So
yeah, I don't know that if I've watched in person to see them lose, like against Kentucky.
Well, did you go your senior year? Wait, no, your senior year would have been an away game.
Yes, because it was an away game because it was the night before we went to Martinsville.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we lost that one bad. We both was like, we're going to bed.
Well, you went to bed. I was like, I'm watching this game. Because we left for Martinsville at like 4 in the morning and drove.
Someone said, make sure you bring your mustard and have a good time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm always going to have that mustard ready.
I guess we'll have to listen to the truck race because we'll be driving there.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night.
But we will be back home to watch the Cup race.
Oh, absolutely. I will not miss that. But the truck race, we'll get to listen to it. So it's pretty much like watching it. Cause we'll know what's going on, whatever. The Xfinity race, we'll just have to check our phone for updates.
Yeah.
But if it's a good race, I'll probably go back and watch it all.
Yeah, I'll go back and rewatch them during the week just to know for the podcast for sure. Speaking of go back and watching the race, look at this.
Look at that. Now it's only -1. It's like, where'd you come from?
Yeah.
Wait, it's now flip. No. Finish starts ahead. So he had a problem early on, and then they like fixed it, and then just put him way behind like this whole time.
Yes, put it back to like 40, but now he wasn't running as fast during the daytime, and now that we're at nighttime, he's got a fast car.
Yeah.
Go, Junior!
7th place here, trying to take it away from Kyle Busch in the 18.
That was, honestly, looking back at that Interstate Batteries paint scheme on Kyle Busch's car, that was a pretty nice paint scheme. It's better than that zebra stripes they ended up going to.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And what's cool about that one is like, it's like exposed metal and it looks like a giant batteries underneath the hood.
Oh, yeah.
From Kyle after what happened last week, no reason not to do it this way.
There's a different feel to it. They talked to Denny Hamlin as he changed over to that earlier.
Spencer 5478 said difference between day setup and night setup is really showing here, and that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like Edwards is pretty good, but Stewart had a better night setup.
Changes some of the things that you do, so that's one reason to get it in there this year, and they get some experience with it going into next season. Okay, Tony's flying. I don't look at his lifetime. He is really fine. Vince?
You know, it was great. In the one segment of the race in Martinsville, after they informed him back.
Do you recognize that voice right now?
Vince Welch?
Yep. The wheel in Tony Stewart's hand, it's still, and he will win it! Yeah, that Ross Chastain call in 2019 is honestly one of the worst, like, race-ending calls I've ever heard.
What was it?
The one where he's like, Ross Chastain, the wheel, it's gonna be still in his hand, or something like that.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll show it to you later.
The championship to gain, so it's a pretty cool way to go into the weekend, knowing that we can just let it all hang out and go for it. We don't have to play cautious.
What are you doing?
I was just making the volume a lot of Ross. Tony was talking.
And he said this earlier in the week at the press conference. He kind of didn't expect to be in this position with the way that they just barely got into this championship chase. And here they are now, knowing they can't finish any worse than second in points. Why not?
Oh yeah, he said the wheel is still imperfect.
What?
Yeah.
What a call.
Yeah, I'll show it to you later.
I think that comes from Stewart too, because he's just out there, talking about what they're going to do now and all the confidence that he has. He does carry over.
Like, this is funny how this works out. That as they run, Carl Edwards is -1, and he's gonna pass Gordon here.
Should be 0.
Yeah, they're gonna be tied. So they didn't have the current format that they have that's supposed to cause chaos and drama.
Yeah.
But now we're literally at a tied championship battle.
That's happened before, hasn't it?
Here, I don't know. It's tied right now. But the tiebreaker would go to Stewart in this case, though.
I feel like you're being quiet. You're like, shh. Like, don't ask questions. Just watch. That's like, or you're saying, don't worry about it. That's like when I ask questions when I try to get into Star Wars.
Yeah.
And you're like, nope, just watch.
Yeah.
That's something we need to get back to trying to watch.
I've been trying. You got to watch Rogue One before we can move on to Episode 4.
Oh, so terrible.
Okay, chat. If you're a Star Wars fan, tell Claudia. Is it important for her to watch Rogue One?
Say no, it's not. Let's watch.
She has seen episodes 1 through 3. Should she watch Rogue One before she watches Episode 4?
And keep in mind, I don't know anything about Star Wars minus episodes 1 through 3.
Yeah, we're not gonna say what happens in case no one has seen it.
Like, I was mind blown when I found out who Darth Vader was.
Someone said, "Who the heck is that McDowell guy in last?" That's Michael McDowell. Oh,
he's having
the Daytona 500 winner. He's got a problem.
Oh, get out of the way. No, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3.
No. You have to watch it in the correct order.
And this is chronological order, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Corey Baker says no.
See, told you.
You need to watch Rogue One. It's important.
We're already halfway through the movie, so might as well just try to
finish it. But now you don't remember anything.
It's honestly been a while.
MVR owner says, I'm indifferent. Rogue One was epic, especially the ending. Rogue One is the best Disney Star Wars made movie. Nah, I'm not gonna watch Clone Wars. Oh, yeah, she ain't got time to watch all that. Sorry.
Well, the thing is, like, I was just starting to learn the characters, and then you show me Rogue One that is completely unrelated, and none of the characters that I knew.
Well, you're not gonna get those same characters.
So that's what I'm saying. That, like, you know, I just started to learn, like,
Someone said Episode 3 is the best one. I do agree. That is
like
one of the best
who Anakin
ones.
Skywalker is, and this, you know, him and the, what's her name? The girl he liked. Padme, yes. All, like, these characters and, you know, who stormtroopers are and all this. And then you're showing me this and it has, I'm like, who are these people and what do they have to do anything with the storyline?
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm so confused.
Okay.
Is it get better in the second half of the movie and it'll all click?
Yes.
Okay, and I just can't get there.
Someone said watch Solo. I don't think she has to watch Solo, but that's a good one after you've seen everything.
Seems like you can go on for a very long time watching Star Wars.
You can. You can have a year's worth of content right there. So they're saying Rogue One is worth it.
Okay.
When you got a car that's handling good, and this is a slick racetrack, and we've said that a lot, and just because it's going in tonight, it's not a lot of grip to be had out there, so I think 4 tires is the best call.
That's why lip reading skills are pretty off here. I will say. Stewart and Edwards, 1 and 2. Gordon, Truex, Hamlin, Harvick. Gordon will hit first here, Doc.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon said, I know I'm a little bit loose, but man, that 14 is strong. And so what he has asked for to help him cut down is about 1 round down on the track car, 4 tires, and top it off with the Sunoco field thing. Dave Rogers has 2 or 4 Kyle.
Alright, who's going to have the fastest pit stop?
We'll see, car a little tight.
Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon's at 13.3. Anyone faster?
Alright,
Tony's really slow. 14.8. Kyle Busch 12.4. Carl Edwards.
Yep, that's
13.3, same as Gordon.
Well,
Newman beat everyone off, so did Mark Martin.
They only got 2 tires.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Tony lost a lot of ground.
Yeah, Tony got trapped too going out of pit road there with some cars pulling out in front of him.
And might have had a little trouble on the right side tire change on his stop, particularly around the right front. Keep an eye on this.
Who messed up?
Yeah, having trouble getting the lug nuts on.
Front guys.
So sometimes that lug gets hung in the socket.
It's funny what the difference of just a few fractions of a second will do to you.
That can happen to you, but more than likely it's just...
Makes it even worse that you're on the boss's car, so you're thinking the whole time, don't fire me, don't fire me, don't fire me.
I think Denny Hamlin's going to pull out in front of him. He has to check up. That's going to let Kyle Busch go by.
So all that work to get up to the lead. Now Stewart's going to find himself back about 9th position when we go for the restart. We go NASCAR nonstop, presented by Nationwide Insurance.
So when did they switch the system to from this to the current one?
2014. Well,
Okay.
2014 is when they went to winning your in and then elimination style championship 4, and then 2017 is when they added in the stage points to make it a little bit different too.
Okay, so 2014.
And I don't think we've seen anything change since 2017 now.
No, not that I know.
No, I don't think anything else has changed since then. We're under NASCAR nonstop. Honestly, this is kind of like weird watching NASCAR nonstop without any like actual commercials or anything.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird they're doing NASCAR nonstop because we're just under caution.
Yeah.
Like,
Makes no
you're not
sense.
missing anything.
Yes, I am. I'm missing the racing.
You're missing pace laps, honey. Oh no, Trevor Bain, this is so important. The Daytona 500 winner has an issue.
Wow, we're only halfway through this race.
Yeah.
Dang, this is gonna be a long night.
Yeah, there's still a little bit of time left in this one. Which I think this one might have all like the post-race stuff and
I
all
hope
that
so,
in there.
or I'm gonna be falling
I don't
asleep.
think this is actually like over 2 hours long remaining. I'm bored of this. I'm gonna skip forward.
Yes, please. I'm even okay if you go right there.
Like honestly, just sitting around under those NASCAR nonstop periods is just boring. I want racing. It's like back then I had no choice but to sit around for it. Now we can just fast forward.
Yeah. Thanks to technology.
Hope the chat doesn't mind that. Tell me if you mind that, guys.
Well, we ain't going back.
New leader. Ah, Jimmy, no! He's not going to win a championship! Oh my gosh! Major implications! Nah, Jimmy. You didn't listen. He said stay on track.
Well, he already committed. Why would you...
Can't believe Jimmy would just blow the championship like that. Whoops.
What are you doing?
Trying to get comfortable.
You're not comfortable in your comfortable chair?
No.
You know, seeing that big yellow kind of painted area that they always do at Miami? Reminds me, like, when we went in 2019, that TikTok was, like, a sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
It's like before TikTok was really even a big thing.
Like, it really wasn't even known that much.
Like, I didn't really know what TikTok was, and probably about the pandemic is when I started getting on TikTok.
Yeah.
Which I think that's really when it took off. Do you remember, now looking back, it's like... NASCAR actually, or TikTok or whatever, brought out 2 kids that were like TikTok famous.
Oh yeah,
and they were like doing a TikTok dance.
That's interesting to think back on that because TikTok was weirder in 2019.
Yeah,
it was like nothing but like kids dancing and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I don't.
And now TikTok is like a modified version, like a shorter version of YouTube.
Yeah. But and I have to say, a lot of people make very creative stuff on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, like, compared to YouTube, it doesn't seem like you get paid for it. Like, you can't, like, okay, yeah, you have 2 million.
They can, but I don't know how to explain how they can, because I never see ads or anything like. And when there is an ad, I'm just like scroll.
Yeah, but that's not like on somebody's actual TikTok.
Yeah,
it's not like you're watching the TikTok.
So I'm like,
stops.
yeah, it's like, how do you make money on TikTok?
Unless somebody has like a personal deal, like saying, "Hey, go buy this," and they incorporate it into their video.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody can have like 2 million followers on TikTok, but it doesn't matter.
With that being said, follow me on TikTok at DannyBTalks Official.
If you do, you can see his very first video of his train.
Yeah, I got video of a train on TikTok.
His toy train, not a train.
Well, it's a train.
Okay, just a very small scale.
It's a train that can fit in my hand.
You got the TT scale?
No.
Those are like, what, this big?
Yeah, TT scale would fit in my finger.
In your finger?
On my finger. Okay. Grammar, please. Yeah, so some person said TikTok is like an alternate version of Vine. That's basically what it is. A lot of people who did good on Vine, when Vine shut down, they tried to come to YouTube and they didn't really do as good. TikTok is a better platform for that, I think. Daniel Shell says, none of you kids remember MySpace. I didn't even have a MySpace. Did you?
No, I did not. Because I don't know. I don't want to say it was bad, but like when MySpace was a thing, I was like in middle school, so
yeah,
it was like don't really want to get on it. But Facebook, I got when I was in 6th grade, maybe 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah,
I want to say 7th, because I didn't even have a phone till like the end of 6th grade. So I want to say Facebook I got in 7th grade.
Michael Girantano says, hey, how do you guys feel about Titans picking up Adrian Peterson? Tighten up. I'm hopeful.
I don't know anything about him, so I can't give an opinion.
Adrian Peterson is not the same running back he used to be, by any means. I know that. But he is a guy who, like Derrick Henry, has once had a 2,000-yard season. And, you know, Chris Johnson, former Tennessee Titans running back, also had a 2,000-yard season. So, you know, I'm hopeful that he can be... I'm not asking him to have a 2,000-yard season by any means. I'm just hoping that he can be serviceable, get us plenty of yards when we need it, score some touchdowns, and keep the Titans going. Because Titans have a decent chance still of winning the AFC and having home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs.
Oh, I sure hope so. Like, I would love to be able to go to a game.
The last time Titans had that was the 2008-2009 season, and Titans blew it. They got to skip the wild card round, would have had home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs, and then lost in the first round to the Ravens.
But did they have a bye the first round?
Yeah, they had a bye the first round.
So it was technically, I guess, the second round, but their first game?
Yeah, because Titans were 13-3 that season, because they started off 10-0 to start the year. And then they finished 13-3, won the AFC. What was the best team in the entire NFL that year, and then just blew it in the playoffs. So I'm hopeful that, you know, with the remaining games this season, we have the Rams coming up on Sunday night, and that'll be a tough one.
I hope we win. But that should be, like, that could be such a good day. Like, watch the cup race, then, oh, look, Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, we got a lot to look forward to that day.
And it's a good game.
I'm hopeful Titans can surprise us, pull off the win.
Yeah.
And if we do, that'd be great. And plus, that's a classic, like, kind of rivalry, because that was our only Super Bowl, Titans versus Rams. So there's a lot of history there. So it'll be interesting to see that game. I do think that's the game I think we have the most chance to lose, especially with everything happening this week. We got the Rams coming up. No, not the Rams. The Saints after the Rams. Now, the Saints just lost Jameis Winston. And
so we're kind of evened out a little bit.
We're kind of evened out there. So
lost 2 key offensive players.
Yeah, so I'm hopeful more. And it's a home game, so I'm hopeful the Titans can win that one.
But after that, there's nobody really to worry about. Like, we have,
the Patriots, Dolphins, 49ers, Texans twice, Jaguars. The rest of our season after these next two, we should win even without Henry, I think.
I was going to say, other like notable programs, but aren't doing this good this year. The Patriots and the the Steelers.
I think we've had our hardest games of the season already, at least.
The Bills was really hard, and I thought the
Chiefs should have been hard,
but it ended up not being hard.
And then we just didn't show up to play against the Jets. We were awful in that one.
That was terrible. The Steelers are 4-3, so they're man.
Oh yeah, we played them too. I forgot about that. We should beat the Steelers too. Could I do a NASCAR bus on Austin Dillon Xfinity Series? I think that's impossible to do. First of all, I don't do the NASCAR bus series. That's Darian. But also, how can you do that when he's a champion in that series? I'm missing out on drama here. Oh wow, it's funny the way they're running right now. Edwards is behind Stewart, but he's ahead of him in the points.
That's funny.
Oh, I guess Tony would need to be the leader and have bonus points, I think. Because I think basically what it comes down to, I think Tony yeah, because if Edwards gets behind him, then they're running right behind each other. He would have a 3-point gap on Tony. Tony has to be the leader to get enough bonus points to tie it. And that's if they're running right in front of each other.
And I'll tell you, somebody right in the middle of that group, Kevin Harvick in that 29 car.
Yes, MVR said, can I remind you that Titans got Tannehill on a bargain? Originally, he was just supposed to be Mariota's backup, but he ended up being better than Mariota. I will take. I don't care what people say about Tannehill at Miami. I'll take Ryan Tannehill, flying Ryan Tannehill over Marcus Mariota any day. Yeah, someone said at least the Dolphins are not as bad as the Lions. That's true. And the Dolphins got a lot to look forward to. They got Tua. Tua's going to probably be good in the long run.
Yeah.
Wow, Martin Truex Jr. leading at Homestead. Things never change.
One of the guys that had changed just right side tires on the pit stop a little while ago.
Alright, so Edwards was the points leader. Now Tony just took the lead. What's going to happen when he comes around and leads this lap? Plus, yeah. Just that amount of bonus points, being the leader is enough to boost him up like 3 points, I think.
Yeah.
So basically what it boiled down to is that Tony either needed Carl to do bad, or Tony just had to win the race.
Yeah.
Michael said Tony's on a mission. Yeah, pretty much like, look at this move right here, going 4 wide.
He's like, yes, go.
You know, oh, big wreck.
Poor Trevor Baines.
Yeah.
He's been having problems all day.
Yeah. Landon Castle. There's the other Red Bull car. Cole Witt. Dang.
Trevor Bain has had a difficult day. He's been in the wall a couple of times. Colwitt, the young man from California.
Colwitt was an unfortunate character. He had a promising start, but then kind of went downhill.
Looks like this might take a while.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a red flag.
I was going to say he's leaking fluid all over the track.
Let's move on until we start back.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see how it happened.
Okay, yeah, let's see how it happened. He just got loose on his own. And had nowhere to go. But what happened to Trevor Bayne? Oh, he was having his own problem. He's just blowing a tire.
That looked like it had no...
Yeah, he just on his own. So they wreck, and Trevor's like, I might as well join the party, guys. I'm blowing a tire. Oh, yeah, well, what he said, he could have just locked up his brakes so hard it just blew the tire.
So who's that?
Colwitt.
I was going to say, his hair is so light colored.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he's a ginger.
I thought it was like he dyed his hair. I was like, goodness.
Nah, I think he's got red hair. I won't skip because I think they're gonna pit and stuff. So.
I need to go run around the house and come back. I'm tired.
Run outside.
Yeah. Okay.
In the cold air.
Time to skip it out again.
I can't skip this one.
Well, hi.
Care brings out the best in every one of us.
Tourist.
Spencer says, Witten Castle, Rex, Bane at the same time, blows tire. Let me join this party. I want to blow a tire. And Dylan Hutton says, Alan Bestwick, the good old days. Yep, can't come in the pits, guys. We're closed. Not open for business.
We'll see. Well, there is a lot of debris to clean up out there on the backstretch. Yeah, that's another reason.
Just pick it up, guys. Hurry.
There's stuff everywhere. And I don't know how many times it's happened to me. You make a decision, either stay out or take two tires. You're going to run over something with the ones that you left on and have to come back in under green on the restart. So that's another reason I like to get forward in this situation.
So far. And we are just shy of the 250-mile mark in this 400-mile race. It has lived up to its billing. These two drivers, Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards, for the last couple of weeks, literally gone door to door and toe-to-toe, if you want to put a boxing analogy on it, slugging it out for the race win.
Shugs is still with us, guys. He's just hanging out on the floor.
And here in South Florida today, after Stewart rallied all the way back through the field, they've been among the leaders, slugging it out.
Yeah, it wasn't about coming here and having to finish, just inside the top 10 or inside the top 15 like we've seen a number of times. This was coming here to see who's going to win this race and literally take the championship. And both of these drivers, they're ready to make that.
All right, come on in and pit, guys.
Really solid so far. Like nothing better to close this year out in victory lane.
So what will it be? 2 tires? 4 tires? Speeding penalties, drop plug nuts. We'll see what happens on this round of pit stops. Doc?
Well, they only have 12 laps on the right side tires. They got to put 2 laps on Ryan Newman's car. You got 1 round down on the track mark is very tight. That's not all okay. Kyle Busch is coming in. They have not talked about what they're going to do yet. Didn't catch their signals. It'll be a track mark adjustment, no car too tight. Hits.
Alright, this is an important pit stop right here because we're getting close to the end now. You want to be able to go for as long as you can right here, I think. Alright, Tony Stewart's a little bit slower still, 14.4. Oh, Carl Edwards only took right sides.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. Meanwhile, okay, so the top 7 took 2 tires, and then Kyle Busch. Dang. Tony Stewart took 2 tires and was 14.4 seconds in there. What did they do? Kyle Busch is the only one that took 4 tires. How are you that slow, Tony?
We come from a lot further back than that to get there. We got a lot more time than we had.
So I'm guessing he fell a lot of positions.
Oh yeah, he's like back to 8th or 9th.
Well, that's not too bad.
But that's about where he come back from that last caution. Got any more of your Coke Zero?
Yeah. 9:30, it's almost bedtime. I guess that's what happened when I worked a little bit later. We had to start stream.
Well, yeah, we started to stream later than we wanted to, I guess.
But by the time I got home, ate dinner, 7:30 was about the right time.
This is kind of cool. Like the race is it's a night race. It feels like we're properly watching it at the right time. Then.
Yeah.
They were going for 4 tires. Yeah, they had to call that 2-tire call.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was such a bad pit stop for him though. Like I was thinking that slow, he probably took 4 tires, but no, it was only 2-tire stop. Yeah, look at this stat right here.
Huh.
Crew time, 13.7 versus Edwards' 6.6. Lost 8 possessions. Like, Crew was trying to sabotage this one for Tony. Yeah, Nick Barble said that his pit crew was hit or miss in 2011.
It's just funny to me. I guess I don't know if crews do now, but their like sleeves are pushed up. Like, do you notice that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's kind of common now, is it?
I don't think so.
Like, it's just so funny. Like, I see their sleeves are pushed up to like their mid forearm, almost their elbow.
Because now I think their suits are more comparable to an actual fire suit. Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, I mean, usually it's down to the wrist, not like.
Yeah.
I just happened to notice that.
Them guys are like, I'm in Miami, I'm hot, trying to be as comfortable as I can be.
Probably. Well, we know when we were in Miami, it was actually pretty comfortable.
Yeah, Jonathan here says, I bet you he wanted to fire all of his pit crew at that point.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he can do it. He controls.
He's the owner.
He controls the paychecks.
Look at the guy. Look at
He's
this guy.
mad.
Did you see that guy?
He's like, come on!
Well, this for sure. No one has passed more cars today than Tony Stewart.
That's true.
63 cars he has passed so far.
Dang.
And Vince, a follow-up on what happened there.
Well, you guys saw it was definitely a mechanical issue with that gun. Daniel Smith, the rear tire changer, felt bad about it. But they
Come on, Daniel.
Trying to make sure that they don't have that issue again, but definitely a mechanical failure. They were going to go for 4 tires, and at the last moment, Darian Brown called them off for 2 tires, not necessarily because of the problem they were having on the right side. Just decided.
It's like the NASCAR equivalent of like a receiver who dropped an easy touchdown pass.
Wait a football?
Yeah, like feel like something's just out of your control. Like he's just struggling with his machine there.
Yeah.
It can hang one of those nuts on the flaps, and it causes that kind of problem.
3 cars did not pit under this caution. They were 3 who stopped under the last one when most of the leaders stayed out. Jeff Burton's the leader, has chosen the outside lane for the restart. 88 Hamilton Jr. and 1 of Jamie McMurray also did not pit. Here we go.
Go McMurray, go for the lead.
Nope.
Go Junior, go for the lead. Oh, who's that? Kenseth? Yep, Kenseth. Oh, it's Speedy Dry. I was like, what's happening, Speedy Dry?
What's happening? They're running through the Speedy Dry.
Yeah. Truex is the only person in the top 10 that's still racing today. That's crazy. Yeah, Daniel just said not even 100 to go yet. I don't know if Claudia's going to be able to hang on with me and watch the rest of this race.
I don't know. I'll go to bed and you can come wake me up. 10 to go. Come back.
Yeah. You can turn the stream on and you'll know.
I'll go lay in bed and then when I see it's 10 to go, I'll get back up. I'm just kidding. I committed to watching this with you, so I can do it. It's only 9:30.
Yeah, you're fine. You stay up on TikTok later than this.
Yeah, I think last night I was up till after midnight. Maybe not after midnight. I think it was like 11:30. And then I was like, I need to go to bed.
Yeah. Alright, Edwards is the points leader again. +5 over Tony.
I feel like Carl Edwards has been more consistent in this race than Tony has.
Yeah, Tony's just fluctuated. He's had to keep coming from the back.
I mean, he's still got a good car, but it's just like he hasn't been up front like Carl Edwards has.
Yeah. You know, something I kind of forgot about this weekend at Phoenix, they'll actually have practice and qualifying, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will because it's the championship.
Yeah.
Let's actually see. Let's give us something else to
So
talk
what
about.
time will they be doing all that, I wonder?
That is what I'm looking at. Okay, weekend schedule for the Cup race. Practice 1 is going to be on November 5th. I guess is that Friday? Yes.
Yes.
Friday at 3:05 Central. Qualifying is going to be on Saturday at 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then the race on Sunday at 2 p.m. And these are all Central because we are in Central Time right now. Xfinity Series practice at 5 on Friday. Qualifying at 4:30
On Saturday.
So right before their race, it looks like. And then they're going to race at 7:30. Trucks, their stuff starts on Friday morning is practice. Friday at 4. Qualifying, and then 7 p.m. is the race.
Yep.
Which, honestly, that's about the time we're going to end up leaving our house, so we'll end up listening to the race the whole way there.
Yeah.
But one of us will get to watch it. Well, I guess we'll have to show us who gets to ride and who gets to watch the, drive.
I'll probably do the driving.
Probably, because I have to be at work early that day.
Yeah. Calvin says, isn't this the race where Tony got nose image in the first 5 laps? Yes, he did, because they basically had that front area of his grill wide open.
So that's what I think put him so far back to begin with.
Yeah, they were like all the way back. They didn't go a lap down, but they were all the way back to like 42nd place, I think.
That's funny to hear 42nd place.
I know.
They've capped it off at 40, haven't they?
Yes. But they're lucky if they get 40 now.
Yeah.
This race has 43 cars in it. Or at least 43 cars started it. Gilliland, Kurt Busch, David Reagan. Oh, Marcus Ambrose. That was the other Roush Yates engine that kind of had a problem.
Well, there you go.
Nemechek, J.J. Yaley, David Strimmy, and Michael McDowell. That's the rounds out the top 43. Clint Boyer in the Cheerios hamburger helper car.
All right, folks, we have made it less than 100 to go.
Yep, 97 laps to go.
Yay.
I think I see a little bit of kitty tail in the window.
Oh, in between us. Oh, there.
There was his head for a minute. Shows he's wanting attention back here.
Next thing you're gonna, like, my hand's gonna be like this. On the stream, you'll see him, and I'll just be like, wow.
Like that.
Oh, like that. There. There it goes.
Get her, Shuggy.
I was just going to do this, and then he's gonna just tap my hand.
Oh yeah, this is back when I think you had different bonus points and stuff like that too. It wasn't much though, but like if you finished first, you got 43 points. If you finished first, you got 43 points, and if you finished 43rd, you got 1 point back then. Which that was a pretty easy enough system right there.
Right.
And then plus, I think you get like one bonus point for leading lap 3 for winning the race or something like that. We got an ad coming in 3, 2, 1. Bless you.
That was a call.
Oh.
Okay, who sat at my desk?
Oh, come on. What are you doing?
Oh, no.
You better not be having problems.
Oh, no, problems.
Problems! Oh, stop it. Alright, Matt lets his buddy by. You gotta imagine that, like, Roush should have been, like, kind of telling Matt to hold Tony up or something, but I guess that's the difference of those drivers back then versus the drivers today. They were not as likely to do something like that back then.
Yeah.
And also, if Tony wanted to, he could have just wrecked Edwards and won.
Yeah.
But he's not that kind of racer. Oh yeah, Sunday is the last race of the Gen 6 as Daniel Shell. Crazy to think about that.
Well, no, they were talking about possibly running them at Dirt Bristol.
That is a possibility. I forgot about that because they don't want to tear up the next gens on Dirt Bristol. I don't know if they'll end up doing it, but we'll see.
If they do, I guess they still push the numbers forward on the...
Yeah. Well, wouldn't be the first time we went to Bristol and saying weird numbers on a Gen 6.
Yeah. I guess if we have to go forward or back, I guess forward.
I'd take forward over back.
Because I think it was the Kevin Harvick, is it Gear Wrench?
Gear Wrench.
That, when that scheme came out, I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's a nice scheme. And then I was like, oh wait, the numbers moved forward. It wasn't completely obvious.
Gear Wrench got a lot more room on their logo. It's definitely bigger. You can see it better. I liked this Caterpillar car back then. It was meant like it's black, but then it had like the on the outside, the yellow part was like looked like the treads of a bulldozer. Actually.
Okay, I was trying to when they were just showing this car, I was trying to figure out what I was looking at.
So like it looked like like a triangular shaped like bulldozer type thing. It looked like that.
Okay.
Oh, great idea. So Noah says let's move him to the center. That's a great idea. Come on, Tony. Get up there.
If you were watching this, well, I mean, I guess you did watch it in real time. If you
Yeah.
were watching this in real time, okay, so when you did watch this, who were you pulling for? Did you have a...
I think I was pulling for Tony. Wait, I don't... Earlier, they were 1 and 2, and it was like only a 3-point difference. How was it an 8-point difference? I'm really confused how it's now an 8-point difference. It was literally a 3-point difference earlier in the race. I'm so confused. Oh, I think I know how.
What?
It was the difference of who would lead the most laps then. And now at this point, I think Carl Edwards would have led the most laps.
So you got some kind of bonus point.
There's bonus points there. Tony needs to get the lead back and then lead more laps than him. See, this is the part where it's really getting interesting because I'm like, wait, how? And it's all about you got to do this. You got to do this if you want to win.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is becoming more interesting than I initially thought.
Yeah. Yeah, because that threw me off. Like, how is this difference in there? And I realized, oh wait, it's because of the who leads the most laps.
Because I was thinking, oh, boring, but it looks like it's a lot of flip-flop and the points change a lot and whatever.
Yeah. Blue Jimmy said, let's move the numbers to the C post.
No.
Yeah, this is a good point. Back in 2011, Regan Smith is driving for Furniture Row. They had just gotten their first win somehow against Carl Edwards at Darlington earlier in the year. But still, it felt like a fluke at that point. He said, if you would have told me in 2011 that Furniture Row would win a championship with Martin Truex and then shut down next year, I would have said you're crazy.
Yeah.
Which even then, if you told me going into 2018 they would shut down that year, I would have said you're crazy. Calvin says, let's just get rid of numbers altogether. Do we really need numbers? We've evolved past needing numbers. Let's just put their names on the car. Which, that's literally what SRX does. Well, there's a number, but you see the name more than you see the number.
So, thinking about Furniture Row, let's play a what-if scenario.
Okay.
If they would not have closed down, who would you put in the number 19?
If they had never closed down, I think I would have gave Daniel Suarez one more year in the 19.
Okay, then he's gonna be a.
But I don't know if he would last one more year, because that'd be 3 years without any kind of progress. Who would be in it right now? Probably Christopher Bell and Eric Jones would still be in the 20.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to end up happening is that Ty Gibbs will probably replace Martin Truex Jr.
I just thought about that. Is he confirmed for his plans for next year?
No, I don't think he has, but I'm assuming he's going to be full-time. Everyone just keeps assuming he's going to be full-time. Why else? Why would he not be full-time in Xfinity next year?
Right, with how great of a...
4 wins. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
And a part-time schedule. That's impressive.
No, MVR owner, we're saying if Furniture Row would never shut down and Truex continues being a 78, who would be in a 19? That's the scenario. Yeah.
Because if they hadn't shut down, I don't think they would have gotten rid of him.
Yeah. There wouldn't have been any reason to.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you just won a championship for us, let's keep you.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, I watched Furniture Row, like, I started watching in 2016. you know, granted, in 2016, I was still trying to figure out what NASCAR was and who was on what team and whatever. But in 2017, you know, Truex was winning these races and he won the championship. I'm like, oh, this is a good team.
Bye-bye. Okay.
No, I'm just saying because you know him for being so terrible and then randomly surged.
Yeah.
And like I said, in 2016, I wasn't really paying attention, so I don't know.
Yeah, like 2015, they had somehow won a race at Pocono, and it's like, well, good for them. They're starting to get better.
Yeah.
In 2016, they won 4 races. Like, okay, you're getting really better. 2017, give me that trophy.
Yeah.
But, okay, more what if Trackhouse wasn't buying Chip Ganassi for next year.
Uh-huh. I like that Best Buy car.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If Chip Ganassi was still around next year, I think Kurt Busch still moves on. Who do you think would be in Chip Ganassi's cars next year?
I don't know.
Would they pull someone from Xfinity like Gregson, or would they sign a Matt DiBenedetto?
I'd probably say out of those two, I'd probably choose Gregson.
Yeah.
I mean, I like DiBenedetto, so in that scenario, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think, Chat? If Chip Ganassi wasn't shutting down, who do you think that they would have had in their cars next year?
So you're saying if they wouldn't have been bought out, that you still saw Kurt going to 2311?
Yes.
Well, and they wanted a second car, and they wanted a veteran, and I feel like that was their person anyway. Forget Chip Ganassi being gone at the end of the season. I think that was their...
I think he was going to end up at 2311 either way.
Yeah. I feel like that was the only person that really they could have taken, because Brad being already going to...
MVR owner says
Roush.
Justin Haley would go to the one car. And I guess that's a possibility because of that relationship with Spire and all that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I think that like Justin Haley in the Xfinity series, pretty good driver. But when he's came to Spire, I feel like he just kind of got lost in the shuffle.
But that's because he's in a Spire car.
But I guess so. So he's not really...
Scott McNew, appreciate the $2. He says that he thinks it would have been Chastain and Gregson in Ganassi's lineup for next year.
Well, I like that, but you know what? We're never going to see that.
No. I don't think it's been confirmed. I know that the Beard Oil team is planning to run in the Daytona 500 next year, possibly more super speedways. I'm assuming they're going to try again with Gregson, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. I think it's funny in the new NASCAR 21 game, they've got Gregson in that car, the 62, but they've also got Brennan Gaughan in the 62 as well. Yeah, movement brings up a good point. Haley is full-time anyways. He's going to be full-time with Colleague next year. Mm-hmm. And that's something I got to remember, that Colleague will be full-time next year. I guess with 2 cars, actually.
In the Cup Series?
Yep.
Yeah. That's going to be so strange.
Yeah. I don't know if I know what their numbers are.
When is 16?
Well, 16, but what's the other car's number, I wonder? They can't be 10. That's already taken. 11's taken. 61, maybe?
Yeah.
Probably 61, I guess.
Because 16 is going to be their full-time car, right?
Yes. And it can't be 1. It can't be 6 unless Brad changes numbers last second.
Wait, you're just trying to pick any related number to their...
Yeah. They could possibly get the 66. That's just on Carl Long's team, so they could get that.
So, which number is Ross Chastain running? 1?
1. I guess they could be 01 if they wanted to.
Oh, no, I hate when people do that.
Yeah. They could be 06.
No. Like... I don't know. I always just think those cars are always no good when they have a 0 in front of it. It's like, sorry, the good one was taken, so you have to be on the...
Yeah.
Hey, Super Chat!
Hey, appreciate the $5 from Michael Garantano. Thank you and Claudia for putting this on. It feels like just hanging out with some friends watching the race. And that's exactly what we try to do. So we appreciate, we don't get a lot of people watching these. We got 117 watching, but it's just a chill stream. And it's good to go back and, rewatch a race like this. If you miss it, then you can go back and rewatch it later. And, I hope the people who do tune into these are having a good time watching it.
Yeah, well, you say rewatch. This is watching for the first time for me.
Yeah, her watching for the first time.
Like, I know who wins, so I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen this or if it's not been spoiled already in the chat. But
yeah.
I know who wins, but that's
she just
about
doesn't
it.
know how. You don't know how.
Yes, I know. He got enough points that made him win.
Caleb Hamilton says, hello, I'm new here. Thanks for showing these older races. This is awesome to watch. Caleb, thanks for the message. I'm glad you're having fun.
We try to do these, like...
At least once a month.
At least once a month. We're trying to get back into it. Last year, well, NASCAR was on a break. We started doing them and then kind of got away from it just because timing, not that we weren't interested. It was just... trying to pick a night out of the week and do it. So
yeah,
once a month, but with the off season, we might try to do maybe twice a month.
Yeah,
maybe more than that if we're really bored. But it's just kind of fun to chit chat with you all and watch a race.
Yeah. MVR owner said that Claudia would have hated his go-kart because his number was 00.
Who?
MVR
his
yeah.
No, see, I feel like 00 is okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like 00. I don't like...
It's the closest you can get to being number 100, I think. Whoa, that was close.
Yeah, I did like 00. There was... I know at our school, the basketball team had a 00, and I always thought that number looked cool.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool in college football how there can be a number 0 now.
Yeah. Now, if I'm picking 0, like, I prefer... I don't know why, but I prefer 00 over just 0.
Yeah.
I think is why I don't like 06 or 04 is because, like, there already is a 4 and you're like, well, I can't take that, so I have to choose 04.
Yeah.
Versus, I guess you could be the same way with 0, but usually if there's a 00, most of the time there's not a 0.
Yeah. Noah Coleman said the 00 has had some nasty hits, and that's true. Over the course, people who have ran that number, there's usually been some bad crashes involved with it.
Who's been in the car?
Let's see. Michael McDowell had a bad crash at Texas in 2008.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
David Ruderman had a bad crash at Watkins Glen in 2011. Or 2011, 2012, whichever year it was. He had a flip at Watkins Glen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'll have to show you that one.
Told me today we can go 55 laps on a tank of fuel. I think that's better than anybody else. You heard him say, save me 10 or 11 more. That would get him to 212, 55 away, 267.
Okay, Caleb's on my side. He said, I love the 48 paint scheme that Jimmy ran around this time. I like it, but Claudia said she didn't like it.
No.
Well, you haven't seen his one next year, so you'd probably...
Oh, was it 2012?
Yeah, so look up Johnson in 2012 and tell me if you like that better than what he had in 2011.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that? It's so plain.
I like it because I like the blue. The blue looks shiny and reflective.
Okay, well look at the black cobalt version then.
That?
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, well. We got different tastes in Jimmy Johnson paint schemes then.
I like the paint scheme, I guess, was it 2017 he had at Bristol?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good paint scheme.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I've typed in way too
Yeah,
many
his
numbers.
2017 paint scheme was a good one.
And I like the one that, whatever year it was that Chase Elliott threw back to and Darlington. That one and then the Bowman one. I like both of those.
Yeah. The Bowman one especially, that was a really good one.
I guess I don't like the Jimmy one. There's too much white on it.
Yeah.
All right, so now Tony Stewart. Oh, because he's leading. Wait.
Oh.
Right?
Tony's saving gas. Because he was off the throttle for a long time right there.
But now he's leading, so he's at the head of the points.
Yes.
So this is going to be interesting because he's saving gas, but yet he has to be in the lead.
Oh, yeah, and I thought Carl Edwards was in front, but he's just up ahead of him. He's already pitted, maybe? No, he wouldn't be this far. He wouldn't be just 5 ahead of him. I'm confused what's happening. Maybe that wasn't Carl Edwards I saw. Yeah, Tony's just trying to save enough gas here.
Because he don't want to stop again?
Yeah, or he wants to go a little bit longer than him or something.
Maybe he's trying to get more points by leading more laps.
I think that might be why.
A lot of strategy.
Uh-huh. Basically, all this race come down to is strategy.
Where they stayed out and took a two-tire strategy. And some other guys passed them late in the race, so they wound up finishing 7th.
Yeah, I like having Tony Stewart having to say so here. I don't think
See, this is how much he's saving gas. Trevor Bain's car has beat the crap and went around him. He's that far, running that far off the pace, just trying to save fuel. Okay, so right now Tony's first, Boyer's second, Edwards is all the way back in 5th. These must be people that haven't pitted yet, I guess.
Are these, I guess, cars just trying to get their lap back?
Yeah.
So they're like, yes, thank you.
It's like, bye-bye. Okay, they just told him to pit. Oh. Because if he stretched it enough, he'd only have to make one more pit stop for sure, whereas Edwards will be close.
Oh, yeah, because they were saying about the fuel would last enough for about 55-ish laps, and if he's already pitted, I think that's why Stewart was holding on, because he wants to pretty much make sure he won't have to make another stop.
That's what he's trying to do. And now Carl Edwards is like a lap behind, so he's got all that room. He's trying to come out still the leader, if not right in second, I think. That'd have been a horrible time for Tony to speed.
Oh, that would be awful.
There he is.
Yeah, no, what he was talking about, Tony being lucky to be on the lead lap. He's going to be fine.
Oh.
Oh, it's raining.
Yeah.
Call the race. Edwards wins the championship.
Wow. What if they did that? Like if it was really a hard rain?
Does DannyBTalks play Minecraft? No, I do not.
at the caution. Now let me throw this at you.
Speaking of rain, it looks like it's kind of raining around us.
Oh. Well, we could use some rain.
No, we can't. It's rained like 3 days in a row.
I know, I'm just saying it more jokingly.
Because all of these other cars are going to have to come to pit road at some point in time. Now, when do you do that? There's going to be some that are going to gamble right now. Carl Edwards may have stepped, not knowing if it's going to continue to win. Well, here's another problem. Carl Edwards may have.
Dang, Tony's minus 23 at this point.
Wait, why? I wasn't looking.
Because he's like that far behind Edwards now.
Clearly. What, did he pit or what?
Yeah, he finally pitted, but when he did that, he didn't get a chance to really cycle back up to speed or anything like that. So he was just, I guess he was actually close to going a lap down, but now it's a chance to kind of, okay, Edwards going to pit. Everyone else pitting.
You know, thinking about the weather, I was looking at the weather for this weekend.
Tony stayed out.
0% chance of rain, so we ain't gonna worry about that problem this weekend. And nice and hot. Friday, high of 89. Saturday, 89. Sunday, 88. So,
yeah.
Woo, it's gonna be hot.
Nicholas Gray, good to see you. $5. Appreciate that. Why didn't Bowman give Kyle the win for the final spot? JK, LOL. Matt Iceberg and Darian, what a weekend. Was honored to be part of Martinsville. I'm glad you had fun. I wish I was able to be there to see my favorite driver win. I've seen your guy Kyle Busch win a ton in person. I'd give anything to see Bowman win in person, but I've never seen it.
We've seen Kyle Busch win a lot at Bristol.
Yeah, when we went to Martinsville, we saw Kyle Busch win actually.
Yeah, we did. It's funny. I forget that we watched him win.
I think we were that mad.
I feel like Denny won because he dumped Chase. I just kind of forget. I kind of forget that Kyle Busch won because I'm like, okay, good. At least Denny didn't win. So
yeah, we were that mad at Denny that we were not mad that Kyle Busch won. Adam Smith, appreciate the $2.79 in Canadian currency. He says Hamlin is greater than Alex Hack Bowman.
Nope. Let's. Can we return that money yet? I don't want to take his hand.
No, he said LOL JK.
Okay, we'll accept your super chat.
What a hack! I ordered the hack shirt that he put out on Twitter. Unfortunately, will not be here in time for the podcast on Wednesday.
You'll probably get it after the season.
Well, shirts don't take that long. Maybe I can get it by the time the championship podcast is coming on.
All right, so y'all are doing one this week, and then are y'all doing season finale next week?
Yeah. Crazy. Season 4 podcast is about done. Movement says Hamlin owns Bowman. Well, in the state of Virginia, Bowman's beat him twice this year.
I was thinking in the off season we need to fix up the office.
Yes, need to get this place changed up a little bit.
Get some more decor going on.
Speaking of things for next year, some of y'all might like this. Things are getting a little bit different next year. So this year has been kind of a adapting kind of year. Getting used to my new job, working as a YouTube channel manager for a Christian media company, and trying to get focused a little bit more on my channel, a bit more next year. Trying to get some more rise and falls done, videos like that a lot of people really like. But also, back in 2019, we had Danny B Needs a Minute going, and it was pretty good that year. Did it as a Monday race weekend recap show, and then Friday kind of week news and race preview show. And I didn't appear on camera. I just kind of did it like as commentary and then things from the week. We're going back to that style next year, and I'm going to start it. We get closer to Daytona 500, so Danny B Needs a Minute will come back next year in its original form. And I hope you guys like that. It'll be on Monday mornings and Friday mornings. So look forward to Danny B Needs a Minute coming back in 2022.
We appreciate you talking with us first and foremost, but thanks to you and Tony for putting on a great show out there tonight. Best of luck here in these last 50 or so laps.
Hey, thanks a lot. Have fun, man.
I'll bet. No, it's you can just hear the stress.
All right, Claudia, you gonna be all right for 51 more laps?
I think so.
So Tony didn't pit, and now he's only -2.
But he didn't pit because he just pitted a
Yeah.
month ago.
Yep. Didn't have to.
That's him right there?
Yep.
Take advantage of that and make a difference there. You don't want the fuel strategy to have that, but that's part of the game here. We've seen it happen a lot in these first 35 races. Once again, it looks like it may come down to something like that.
Calvin Swainer asks Danny B, how does championship work if all 4 drivers crash lap 1, turn 1, have to be towed to the garage? I guess I've thought about that before. It's not that likely to happen, but I guess it would honestly go who slides the most or who can continue the most. So say all 4 wreck and they're wrecked to the point they can't even get back to the garage. It'd literally be just who has come to rest the closest to the front, I guess. And that would be a weird scenario, but
That would, and then it's like, okay, let's just race for a win.
Knowing NASCAR's dumb luck, it's bound to happen one day like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens this year, but it's bound to happen one day.
I just thought of, so I guess for the championship, they have like a championship trophy and then a track trophy.
Yeah, there's like there's still a sponsored race, so there is a race winner. It's like when we were at the Truck Series Championship in 2019, Austin Hill went to the regular victory lane, whereas Matt Crafton went to the champion victory lane set up in the track.
Mm-hmm.
But so far under this under this system, the race winner has not been anyone different than the champion.
Yeah, which I like because I don't. Instead of like, congratulations, you won by getting second.
Yeah.
Liberty.
Okay, who sat at my desk?
Liberty.
Stay out there. The other thing is you might see another caution between now and then, and that's going to change everything. The way they've been racing on these race cars, there's a good chance we might have another.
Someone said maybe it depends on whose garage stall is closer to start-finish line.
That's funny.
Danny Hallam wrecked Bowman this weekend.
What? Danny what?
Randy Bowman says Danny Hallam wrecked Bowman this weekend. Well, Randy, you are technically Bowman, so you want Danny Hallam to wreck you. Okay. Yeah, Find Your Flow Gaming says the last half of this race was so good for Tony after what happened at the start of the race. That is pretty true. Do I think Crafton and Hamrick can both win the championships without winning a single race and prove that winning really doesn't mean anything? I think one of them can. I don't know if they both do it, but I would love to see the chaos if both of them did it. I think it's possible. I think if Sheldon Creed wins the truck race and Matt Crafton finishes second, he could do it again in the championship without winning a race all season. I think Justin Allgaier could potentially win the Phoenix race this weekend and then give Hamrick a chance to finish second. So I think that could happen.
Tremendous race drivers, calculators and computers for fuel mileage, electronic timing to coordinate lap times, and very, very smart people.
Yours truly, Chris, says, why is a police car the pace car this race? That was 2011. Ford had just kind of come out with the... What's the name of that car? It looks like an Explorer, but it's not the Explorer. The Ford Interceptor, maybe that's what that car was called. But it's what police use today. A lot more sheriff's departments and police departments use the Ford kind of like SUV style. But it had just kind of like been introduced in 2011, or I guess for the 2012 year. So Ford was kind of like previewing it, if that makes sense. Groovy Goose says, is Derrick Henry out for the season? It looks that way. He has a Jones fracture, which means he has broke the bone that connects to his pinky toe. Bare minimum, that takes 6 weeks to heal. Depends on the full extent of the injury. It's likely he's out between 6 to 10 weeks, which would put him out potentially through the entire regular season, but it would have him back in for the playoffs potentially. So that's why the Titans had to go sign Adrian Peterson to give them some kind of, threat at running, because we had actually just lost our second string running back, Darrington Evans. He's out for the season as well. So we lost both our running backs. So, yeah, Derrick Henry is out for the season. Okay, yeah, Llama Boy says that was the Ford Police Interceptor, so that's what that was. And that's why they're showing it off in this race. Yeah, Tom Johnson said it ruins his fantasy team. But, yeah, I hope he gets well soon, because it'd be cool. Adrian Peterson's never won a Super Bowl. It would be cool if this kind of comeback could work out good for him to give us what we need during the season, and then get Henry back for the playoffs and maybe get them both a Super Bowl. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Scott McNear, it is a tough break for Henry.
And the weather. Isolated, scattered showers. The race has been stopped now 3 times.
Still raining.
It stopped once by rain.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. Kathy Augustine said that she likes my Alex Bowman t-shirt. Not a bad shirt for a hack, is it?
Okay. Enough of that. I think is that the first Bowman shirt you had?
I ordered this one, but I got one before I got this one.
Is it that gray one?
Yes, my first one was that gray one I got at Daytona.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So much at stake. Well, big stories on the night tonight. Carl Edwards, Tony Stewart, pretty much going head-to-head for this championship like they have the last couple of weeks. But getting there in very different manners. Edwards leading the most laps on.
Did I go to the Indy Road Course race? I did. We have a vlog from our experience at that race, Chris. If you want to go back and watch it after this, check it out. I think it's titled like our Wild Indy Experience or something like that. But yeah, it's a vlog on the channel if you want to go back and watch that.
Coming from as far back as 40th at one point, and now the different strategies played by the two teams with Stewart's team stretching.
Nick Varble says it took me 10 years to realize that Edwards had wings on his Aflac car. Did you notice that?
I'll have to see it again. I mean, I've looked at the color on the side, but
Down the pit lane. Talked about our caution trends.
Yeah, and if that happens again tonight, it's going to change everything. You'll see everybody make pit stops because they're going to need tires regardless. So, we'll just see how this thing plays out and whether we get back to green and how many laps there are to go.
While the dryers are on the track and the pace car is in front of the field, a trip back through the days of the top two for this championship, Carl Edwards and Tony Stewart. So far, they've made this race live up to its advanced billing. Stewart, after the first pit stop of the race, hey, we got some damage in the nose of this car. Spent some time getting it fixed. Sent him all the way back to 40th spot.
Yeah, had to
Hey,
do
buddy.
a lot of work, but Tony Stewart made up a lot of time on the racetrack, passing cars wherever he could get them.
Carl Edwards, meantime, while Stewart was back there getting the damage fixed, and coming back through the back, was out in front, leading and leading and leading.
Chrome Diesel said, every time I see Bowman leading a race, my mind always says Danny would be proud.
oh,
I was very proud.
you should have heard us when he turned hammer.
I was like, yes, do it! Because honestly, I feel like Bowman's never been that kind of guy. I feel like he's always been kind of more bullied around. He's never been one to like stand up and do what he needs to.
One, too, as an Elliott fan, I kind of like that.
Felt like payback, didn't it?
Payback from 2017, so I highly enjoyed that. And especially that his favorite driver, a Hendrick driver, was the one to do it. It just kind of made me happy.
Should NASCAR run the Nashville straight race? I don't think so. We've already got one track in Nashville, and we could get a short track too potentially. So I think Nashville's got some great tracks, and there's no need to go to a straight race for that one.
Just keeping pace with it, pass for pass.
And I would take it if they, if they said, hey, we're doing a street race.
Oh yeah, I mean, if they
go.
said it, yeah, I'd want to go see it.
But I wouldn't, I guess encourage it. I wouldn't encourage it.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, let's do it.
Noah Coleman said, keep picking him to suck, LOL. And that's funny. 3 times this year I've picked him to suck. This last one because honestly, I went past my suck pick and went straight into my win pick.
And did you
pre-select? I didn't know who to pick to suck. So I was like, I don't know, Bowman. So I picked him now 3 times to suck, and he's won. But unfortunately, I tried that for Nashville Super Speedway, and it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
It was a big gamble, and then the rain came, and that certainly helped them out.
It's like when I've done it on purpose, it hasn't worked out. When I've done it and really thought he was going to do bad, he won.
Well, and another kind of trend that's happened. It's like you go to a race and the week after he wins.
Oh yeah,
you know what's going to happen?
Times.
You're going to be cheering on the 2022 Daytona 500 winner. Because we're going to the Clash.
Oh yeah, Bowman Daytona 500 winner confirmed.
And you're like, oh, we could have gone.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We've been to the 500, 2 years in a row?
Yeah. Oh, and going back to your thing, like where he wins after we go, we tried to corner him, we tried to confuse him and go to Indianapolis and then Michigan back to back, and it didn't work out.
Nope.
Spencer 5478 says, "Oh yeah, Danny B, how's it going at the basement of the NWP race pick standings? Pretty great. Life is good."
Mm-hmm.
Negative, he said. Now he's asking Bob Osborne over and over. Okay, break down the 14. What are they doing? Are they getting better fuel mileage than us?
I'm not falling for this MVR owner.
What?
MVR owner's trying to be funny. He says, breaking news. And I see a picture of Kyle Busch. NASCAR announces punishment. Okay, the Spun.com, the WorldTheseDays.com. No, I know what this is. You're not rickrolling me, dude. Good try, though. Good try. I'm not falling for it. I know what you're doing.
What happens when you click on it?
It'll be Rick Astley singing Never Gonna Give You Up.
Click on it.
No, I'm not clicking on it. It's just a Rickroll. That's all it is.
Where did that term come from? Is that somebody's name?
No, his name is Rick Astley. So anytime someone would it'd be like you. I guess it started in the late 2000s. And it'd be like you post something kind of clickbaity like breaking giant shark devours boat, and you want to click on it, and it's like never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Yeah, I'm sure MVR owner just in Kyle Busch's punishment confirmed. His punishment is that he's gonna be rickrolled. That's what it is. I see what you're trying to do there, bud. Who's your pick for championship race? My pick is Larson, dark horse, Truex. Truex is low-key a dark horse because he did win the race earlier this year at Phoenix. Chase Elliott obviously won it last year, so he could potentially win it again. But
He can win it again.
Larson's had such a great year, though.
Yeah.
But he was off, honestly, at Martinsville. He led for a little bit, but he fell off at the end of it. So I don't know.
Where did he end up finishing? Do we know?
I don't know where he finished. I don't know if he finished top 10.
Go back to Martinsville.
Race winner Alex Bowman. Woohoo!
14th. Wow, that's not good in terms of his standards.
Yeah. And Martinsville's kind of a similar rules package for Phoenix. That's not a good sign. Scott McNew said, "Did you see Matty D's tweet commenting about Cobbler's sensitivity training?" No, I did not. What did he say?
Still working track dry here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Now 42 laps to go. Remind you to join host Reese Davis and analyst Kirk Herbstreit and Craig James for BCS Countdown tonight as they unveil the latest BCS polls and analyze who are the contenders and pretenders. It's BCS Countdown presented by Discover on ESPN.
Maybe that's what he means.
Okay, Matt Benedetto said, "I feel like living on planet Earth in 2021 is permanent sensitivity training."
What?
I don't know why you'd say that, dude. Like, you keep asking for trouble, I swear, Matt.
Like, what? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What is he trying to say?
I don't know. Who's my pick for Xfinity? Honestly, it probably will be Allmendinger, but part of me wants to see that scenario where Allgaier wins the race and Hemrick finishes second.
Okay. I'm rooting for Allmendinger or Gregson.
Yeah. So you're picking for the Chevys.
Yep.
Looks like the rain has stopped. In fact, it really stayed pretty dry during all this.
Calvin says, Danny B, I think they should make a new championship starting lineup rule. Championship 4 have to start at the rear of the field for a championship race to make it exciting. The problem with that is you run into more of a risk of something bad happening to them. That's one thing I don't
Chase
like.
Elliott started from the rear.
Well, yeah. But if you make them all racing like crazy in the back of slower cars, that's just asking for trouble.
I do like that thought, though.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just think it offers too much of a chance of something bad happening.
You know, instead of like, oh, Kyle Larson's going to start on the pole. Whoop, there he goes, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been under caution forever. Let's get back to the racing.
Yeah, is the track dry yet? I still hear jet dryer say, when are we actually racing?
Click somewhere in there. Click
No, I can still see it's under caution. Okay, there it's running green.
Click.
Alright, here we go.
Hey, you picked a great spot.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was just like...
Sorry, guys. Sometimes we just gotta fast forward.
I mean, now it's already 10:30, and if you're on the East Coast, it's
11:30.
Or Eastern time, not East Coast, but it's 11:30, so we gotta move along here.
Oh boy. There's Edwards. Yeah, go Kyle, get the championship. Go!
About to get it now.
What we got?
Liberty.
Okay, Sue, it's out of my desk!
Ooh, I don't want that.
You want a Nerf?
That gives me old, like, you know, advertisement vibes. Like,
Yeah.
when you're a kid, like, look at this new gadget.
Nerf guns have evolved so much over the years. They went from used to just this little thing, pop, and annoying. Now then it's like you can get the 40 Nerf launcher 5000.
Yeah, like it used to. Like you would kind of essentially do it like you kind of like. Isn't it like you just cock it, pow, and
Yeah,
then you put a
and
little...
then now it's like you get full blown clips. It's like automatic. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, because it used to be like something like that, and then if you had more of the deluxe version, it had like 5 of the little foam bullets in there, and then now like with that, there's so many.
You can do like 50 of them. Look at the hands. The hands are turning.
So now they're tied.
Yep. Yeah, Carl, do you ever want to win a championship? Go now.
In this situation, you see Tony Stewart, if he gets this win, I heard the fans say that they wanted winning to mean more. There's no win would ever mean more than this one right here.
That is true.
What?
They said the fans wanted winning to mean more because, like, no one, like, usually when by the time we got to Miami, the guy who won the race wasn't the champion, so. So now this one right here truly meant go win the race if you want to win a championship.
Yeah.
Because it basically comes down to whoever wins this race is going to win a championship. So you got Roush Fenway hasn't won a championship since Kurt Busch in 2004. And you got Tony Stewart just started his team as an owner, become a partner of Mr. Gene Haas just 2 years ago in 2009. So third season trying to win a championship as an owner driver. A lot of storylines happening right there.
Yeah.
Take that here tonight. Earlier this week in the press conference here on Thursday, Tony Stewart said he's records holder for the championship. John Nicholas said, I'll race him one he races me. At least I know what I said. So if Carl can catch him, who knows? Carl ran a faster lap.
All right, 30 to go.
Yep. You're like 30 to go until I can sleep.
Yeah, true.
Like, at that point, it's gotta be annoying for Edwards. He's like, "What can I do? What can I do? I can't do anything. What can I? How can I get up there?" Yeah, Chrome Diesel, I agree. He said the format in 2011 was more natural than the current format. Yeah, it was natural drama. It just built, you know.
Do you remember what the point separation was at the start of this race?
I don't, off the top of my head, honestly.
I mean, it was saw that like 3 hours ago.
I don't know if they really ever kind of said either.
Yeah, I think they did because it said minus blank.
Well, I don't know if they just showed a graphic of what they come in as before. Like at one point I looked up, it was like minus 42, so I don't know exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was watching this live, I probably would have not been interested and probably walked away for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't say I would have turned it off.
But like, if you weren't watching at this point, you were missing out.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that even though it was, you think you know who wins,
yeah,
like, it seems like it's been some back and forth as the race has gone on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it kind of created a storyline and, you know, and
yeah,
drama because, you know, oh, who's leading or, oh, you know, whatever. Versus going into this race, I don't think I would have, I definitely did not think it was going to be this close.
Kathy says, do you guys like country music? Yes, we do. We live around Nashville, so of course we like country music. Calvin asked, Danny B, what historical track would you like to be added to or back to the race season? Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Get it renovated and bring Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway back.
Now being there and watching SRX, like, the space, like, I'm just thinking, how would they do that?
I know, they'd have to build parking garages. They're like several stories tall, I think. That would suck getting in and out, but it's what they'd have to do.
Or they would have to do stuff at, like, Nissan Stadium and shuttle people.
Do shuttles, yeah. To do the fan zone, they couldn't have it at the track. There's not enough room. They'd have to do that at the Nissan Stadium. But I'm looking forward to, and hopefully we can try to go to it. SummerSlam will be at Nissan Stadium next year. Now that'll be interesting.
Think about the fairgrounds. It's not clear if they're doing SRX next year, is it?
No, honestly, I haven't heard much from SRX in a while.
I hope they do. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Seems like ever since that season's been done, they've just gone quiet for the most part. You just hear stuff every now and again. Seahawks Rule says, do you guys go to riders rounds and stuff? I'm not for sure what that is, actually. I'm sorry. Zachary Gibbons asked, what was your reaction to Denny calling Bowman a hack? What the? That was my reaction.
You're like, whoa!
Whoa, that was uncalled for!
I think when he was more or less...
I will be honest, that was a little bit more uncalled for, I think. Like, he went a little too far with that. Like, it just kind of proved that he has some kind of, like, personal dislike for Alex Bowman. And I don't get it, because other than beating him at Richmond, he hasn't done much to him ever besides what happened in Martinsville. So I don't really get that. Tom Johnson asks, how much of a wrestling fan are you, Danny? I guess I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I still keep up with it enough. I don't really ever get into AEW, and it's only because we have the podcast on Wednesday nights, and that's when their main show is, so I don't really ever get to watch it. So, you know, I still follow WWE, and whenever it comes to town, I try to go to it, because we was at Monday Night Raw a few weeks back when it was in Nashville. The crew chief just watching and waiting.
So you said in this scenario would be Tony Stewart gets tiebreaker?
Yeah, because I think Edwards had won one race in the season, whereas Tony didn't win any races at all in the regular season. But then in the playoffs, in the chase, he won like 4 races. And like most races in that chase, I think Edwards was finishing first in a lot of cases, and then Edwards would finish like second, and then when Tony didn't win, like it wasn't like Edwards won 2. It was like, you know, they were both kind of running like around, you know, second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever. So they just stayed really close to the front, but Tony won 4 times in the chase, and then now we're here in this situation, so they're tied. Tony could pick up win number 5, which, I mean, it's not even like it was close. Like, Tony's got a 4-race, you know, tiebreaker there.
Yeah, so that the tiebreaker would go to the most wins.
Yeah, so it'd be Tony Stewart in this case. Yeah, Edwards 1 win, Tony had 4 going in, so...
Yeah, so... There you go.
That 1 win for Edwards come at Las Vegas earlier in the year.
He's got to make it 18 miles.
Yeah. Which, it's funny because they say that this current format put more emphasis on winning. This one actually did put emphasis on winning. That was the difference maker.
Yeah.
NASCAR says, I don't agree with Denny, but he made a point that most of the time Bowman is lagging behind his teammates when you got Larson with 9 wins, Chase always in contention, and Willie B just being constant. But at the same time, I said this earlier, you know, Bowman still always made it further in the playoffs than William Byron. They both went out at the same time this year. You know, Bowman still got more wins, so I don't know.
Bowman greater than Byron.
He's got a 4-win lead on Byron, that's all I'm going to say. Went further in the playoffs than Byron. But yeah, Bowman's the one always fighting as the underdog, it feels like. I don't know, his team's just been so inconsistent. I don't know if it's Greg Ives' big issue there or what it might be, but it's like if they're not winning, they're doing really bad.
1.5 seconds. Edging away ever so slightly. The final laps of the 2011 season. Tremendous fight for the championship.
14 laps to go in the 2011 season.
What
was your favorite part about the 2011 season?
Don't know. Nothing.
Trevor Bayne winning Daytona 500.
Yeah, there you go.
There was 3 first-time winners in 2011. You had Trevor Bayne winning the 500, the Daytona 500. Paul Menard won the Brickyard 400, and then Regan Smith won the Southern 500 at Darlington. So 3 of the 4 Crown Jewel races that year were first-time winners. That's crazy.
Yep.
No, there was 4 first-time winners.
Who else?
Or was there 5? Did Marcus Ambrose win in 2011? There might have been 5 first-time winners. David Reagan won his first race in 2011. There's at least 4 first-time winners. If Marcus Ambrose won in 2011, then that was 5 first-time winners. Dang, okay, I was way off. Ambrose won too, so yes, there was 5 first-time winners in 2011.
Wait, who am I missing? You got Trevor Bayne, Paul Menard, Marcus Ambrose, David Reagan, and who?
Regan Smith.
Oh, I always get them mixed up because Reagan and Reagan.
Oh yeah.
I think that happened that last race we watched. I thought it was who won? David Reagan? No.
Tony Stewart won.
Well, but who won?
Regan Smith.
Regan Smith, and I thought it was David Reagan.
Yeah.
And then it was complete like, whoa, what just happened? Wait, remind me what happened in that race? It's been, I feel like I've gotten drunk.
Regan Smith got pushed by Tony Stewart as he was trying to pass him.
Yeah.
And basically, he didn't want to be down there, but Tony made him go down there. And then they
Yeah.
said, no, Regan, Tony went winner.
Yeah.
I think there's some other races in 2011 we could watch that would be interesting.
And the quality's pretty good too. That's why sometimes I don't like watching like really old races because it's just hard to get into it because the quality is so grainy.
Yeah, this is pretty good quality. This is at 480p, but it looks pretty decent.
10 to go.
And Tony blows a tire. It's like at that point you're like, please don't let anything break on my car. Don't let anything break.
We're in single digits. We're close. We're close.
1 second back, and he's having to get off that throttle because he's giving it basically all it's got. Oof. So what's that? We should do the 2011 Coke 600. I don't think I can handle that one.
Why?
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Why? Is it a good race or it's a long race or?
Oh, it's a long race, Coke 600.
I know. Let's not. If I'm this tired,
we would have to start that one a lot earlier if we ever did
could
that
not
one.
do that on a weekday because by the time we both get off work and eat dinner, it has to be after 7, and I'm falling asleep watching
Maybe we'll
this.
do that on a weekend during the off season, but I don't know that I could personally handle it. Y'all that know, you know.
That's something to do with Junior?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, you act very distraught by it.
Can't do it. Maybe we will, but no, I can't do it right now, that's for sure. It's like, I don't even think about that. My guy just won.
Heartbreak, I'm sure. It sounds like.
Lap traffic, get out of the way. Gotta go 3 wide.
That might be what kills any chance he has to get up there.
And I had to break some momentum, but you can see he's still got a second.
Yay!
Yeah, Edwards is a second back. Well, it keeps making it go a little under, but
not much. But
Yeah.
like 0.9 whatever. All right, looks like race is gonna finish here. Oh, look, he's landing a backpack.
Shugs. I can't see.
Look. It's like, parents, when y'all coming?
It's like, can we go to bed?
That's what I'm saying. Only 4. Only 4.
You guys see the burnout.
Alright, and then I'll be like, see ya, good night. I don't know why I'm so tired. I think because I went to bed late last night.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like...
Let's open this up over here. And also at this point, the last owner-driver to win a championship in the Cup Series was Alan Kulwicki back in like 93.
Wow.
Or was it 92? 92 or 93, I can't remember. One was the championship battle. The other, next year was the one where him and Davey sadly passed away.
White flag.
But yeah, that's the closest championship battle maybe ever. I think maybe ever because they literally tied. And also, it's like you go back to cars. It's like, okay, there's no point to make them do a special race off because this was their race off.
Yeah. I was just about to ask you, had he won a championship at this point? And it just seemed...
Yeah, he won 2002, 2005, and 2011.
So there was a good amount of time in between. So
yeah, so it's like it felt different every time. Your champion, everybody, Tony Stewart. Oh, no, not an ad. Bad time for an ad.
Grammarly can help you write quickly and
let me skip this one, guys. Okay, good.
stay on top of emails, documents.
I just realized how much those two was showing respect for each other like that.
I was gonna say that was just good, solid, clean racing.
Yeah, again, it is a difference of like racing because I'm like, you know, if I was someone today, hey, I could just wreck this guy and win a championship.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I also think if that happened intentionally in NASCAR, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, good point. Calvin says he's the only driver to win under 3 different Cup names. He won in the Winston Cup Series, the Nextel Cup Series, and a Sprint Cup Series.
Oh wow, look how many people's right there.
Oh yeah.
Is he even gonna do burnout?
I think so. But I mean, heck, that's kind of like what it looked like for 2019 when Kyle Busch won.
Why not? But it looked like all those people were like over the wall. Well, I guess
they were for us too. We were just on the other side of the wall. What I liked about this is like if you did the burnout in that yellow stuff, it made like yellow smoke.
Yeah.
But yeah, they both gave it all they got, so you gotta appreciate, like, it's like Carl won the championship because points-wise he did, but he didn't have the tiebreaker is all. Oh, look at his little car.
No.
Oh, did you realize who that was?
Great guy.
Yep. He was part of Jimmy's team.
Darian Grubb holding his son Gavin here celebrating the victory. Darian, you told me earlier today that nothing has changed in your team. You've just gotten the brakes to go your way in the chase. Tonight you made your brakes. You repaired the car. You fought back from different challenges. You gambled on fuel. How did you guys do it tonight?
We just fought. This entire office team, one team, is incredible. We just didn't give up. We kept fighting. We went out and earned this championship.
I think Darian Grubb, not too many years after that, ended up becoming Denny Hamlin's crew chief at one point.
It means the world, but my family means a lot more to have him with me.
Congratulations.
He's saying, "That's you." They're looking at the TV. That's adorable. You think he's thirsty after that one? Drink it all.
He led the most laps tonight. He came up one spot short and loses the championship on a tiebreaker.
I imagine there's a lot of people around this country who agree with Dale Jarrett that that was one of the most exciting championship races we've ever seen. What's going through your mind right now is all I can ask you after that effort.
Let me thank my sponsors first. Cadillac, Ford, Kellogg's, Subway, Scott's, Sprint, all the fans. But this night is about Tony Stewart. Those guys rose to the occasion. They beat us fair and square. That is all I had at the end. My guys did a really good job. We came here to 7th pole. We led the most laps, and Tony still managed, him and Darian to do a good job with their strategy, come out in front of us, and that's it. That's all I got at the end. That's as hard as I can drive. So I told my wife, if I can't win this thing, I'm going to be the best loser NASCAR's ever had. So I'm going to try really hard to keep my head up.
He's such a good sport about it.
He really is.
It's hard to beat next year, just as hard the year after that. But I just hope everybody's proud of the way,
Like, he's just like, we did all we could,
Yeah.
He was just a better car, and, like, instead of saying, oh, our team was terrible, and the car wasn't set up great.
Yeah.
Like, instead of bashing his team, he's just like, we did all we could, and,
Because, like, I feel like Kyle Busch is like, car sucked, we sucked, we all sucked.
I could see what Tony was doing, and I tried all sorts of stuff, and that's as hard as I can drive.
And
that's it. So
I think that's just part of like how Carl Edwards is, because I think I was reading like when he was asked to drive the 42 car last year when Kyle Larson got suspended.
Yeah.
But his reason for not is that he just said that he was happy with what he accomplished in his career. He was happy with the way it ended. He was content with everything that happened. Just like this, he said he was content with what happened. They gave it all they had.
And second in the points.
Oh, but who's this in the mystery Sprint Cup car? Are they the actual champion?
But he has to be heartbroken.
Yeah, and it'll hit even more tomorrow and in weeks to come. But he's, just as he said, he did.
And we've seen Tony Stewart win a SRX championship in person.
Ran into a buzzsaw with Tony Stewart and this race team and winning 5 races. Who thought it was going to happen?
Tony Stewart provides us our Goodyear winning moment. 5 wins in the 10 races in this chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. The
Good job, Tony.
On the season, and that was
Well,
the difference between Stewart.
And that will be the story of the 2011 Ford 400. We appreciate everyone who stuck it out with us. I appreciate her for sticking out because you can tell she's tired.
Yeah.
Claudia, give me your overall thoughts of that one.
It was good. Like I said, it was just good, clean racing, and that became more, the points battle became more exciting than I thought.
Because at one point you're like, what the heck? Why are we watching this?
Yeah,
It was like minus 42 at one point.
Yeah, but I think it was good. I liked that there was no big like crash or big whatever. It was just like good solid racing.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've seen something like that. Not a bunch of drama or he crashed into me or he was. But give me problem. It was just good, solid racing.
Well, maybe
so it's kind of refreshing.
That's a good race to watch ahead of the championship. Maybe the next one that we'll watch kind of over the off season. Maybe we'll watch like a short track race or something like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe that or a road course, something kind of more different a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, guys, y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the championship races this weekend. Enjoy whatever you got going on this week. Look forward to Sunday morning. Chip Ganassi Racing, NASCAR operations, Rise and Fall, coming out on DannyBTalks that morning. And in the meantime, we'll see you guys later. Bye. Everybody. Take care. We'll see you next time.